All right, let's do a cheers to the Sobeys Safeway Liquor Beer for the podcast.
Be right again.
I love you guys.
Careful, that cake's hot.
Here she come now, say morning, morning.
How do?
Shoot 'em down, turn around, come on, morning.
Skin that smoke wagon and see what happens.
Hey, she give me love and I feel alright now.
That is a hell of a thing for you to say to me.
You gotta toss and turn and feel alright, and I feel alright. I say yeah.
You're gonna live with me now. Yeah, I'm gonna take care of you.
Well, you get shaking, moaning, moaning.
Hey, 6 o'clockers, check in, get touched.
The shotgun dead and I'll come on moaning.
Hey, 6 o'clockers, check in, get touched.
Don't stop cooking as I feel alright now.
Hey, 6 o'clockers, check in, get touched.
Don't stop now. Come on, moaning, come on, yeah. I'll say yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Gotta see you make me feel so good, so good. When I feel alright, so right. You're so right, you're so right. I feel alright, so yeah.
Let's go!
Yeah, 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 yeah.
6:03 on
let it go,
the
let it
Nielson
go,
Show.
let it go.
6:03 on the Nielson Show. It's been, 16 months since we did that?
Oh, shoot, yeah.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah.
At least, like 17, 18 months.
Yeah.
The last time we would have done it together would have been like early June 2023, I guess.
Yeah, unless you're at like a sporting event or a wedding
Yeah.
or something like that where you kind of blurt it out yourself.
God,
But
that felt real nice.
yeah.
I think Trev pissed his pants when we started screaming, hey, 6 o'clockers. My goodness.
Was not expecting that.
A Friday miracle. A Friday miracle. LT, how did it feel?
by God, that's the next Party Friday music.
That's Friday. You know what? We decided we're just like, you know what? Let's just take a run at it.
It gets you going, right?
See what happens.
Yeah.
So, God, it felt good. That felt real nice.
Only thing missing was Tommy being here during his.
Yeah.
Where he just kind of watched.
All he did, when it was ever Tommy and you,
Yeah,
he would
good.
just record you on Instagram, and you're sitting on the other side of the glass, just giving her like
He
this.
was fascinated by the
Yeah.
whole process, but no, that feels good. Now the test is on. We'll see. Hey, I mean,
we'll see what happens. We might get flagged.
come at us.
Edmonton Sports Talk might die. But the end,
I think it was worth
if
it.
you're going to have a company that grows, you got to take risks. And that's what we decided
It kicks
to do.
off a rather exciting day.
Yeah.
Here in the show in the station.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I mean,
real good day. First, though, we got to talk about YouTube, Trev. This guy,
Back on the meat.
unbelievable. Disappointing me so much. Losing his jacket at the office. Like, what happened? Did your jacket get stolen from the office?
I'm cold. The last 2 days have been miserable for me. I've not started off strong, and getting up this morning, I spent like 10, 15 minutes trying to look for my jacket. I couldn't find it. I know I left here with it yesterday, I'm certain, but I have no idea where it is. My place isn't that big. I've only got so many things. I don't have hangers. I don't have a closet to hang my jacket, so I usually just throw it on the floor.
Do you want some hangers?
Well,
I can get you some hangers.
I have hangers, but I don't have an extra closet. Like,
there's not like a door closet when you come in. Okay.
So I have no idea where it was. So getting the morning started here was extra chilly. I've got my hoodie on, but that's it.
Well, let's go by process of elimination here,
Yes.
which I like to do to solve problems. Is this the jacket you wore the entire show 2 days ago?
That is that jacket.
Same jacket.
Same jacket. It's like
You wore it that entire day. Did you wear a different jacket yesterday?
no. It's only
Same
a jacket I own.
yesterday.
Yes.
And it's not hanging here underneath somebody else's jacket.
I just,
That'd be my first
just
thought.
checked. I thought my jacket was LT's. I was like, yes.
Did you
And then I was-
play any 21 yesterday?
No. Or yes, I did actually,
did.
and I lost all 3 games.
You lost all 3 games
Yeah,
yesterday?
not
Dang.
doing good.
Who'd you lose to? Hernan and Reed?
And Jay,
Holy smokes.
and I didn't wear my jacket for it.
I was going to say, so did you take your jacket off over by the table Eric used to sit at and hang it on one of those chairs?
Nope. Just looked.
Is it in the Smash Smash office?
Nope. It's
What
not
is
here.
going on here?
I have no idea.
Did you carry it out to your vehicle and just throw it in your back seat as you were driving home?
Nope. No way.
Oh, this is a real mystery here.
Yeah, I have no idea. Nasties, where do you think it is? Drop a comment down below. Because
Eric, do you think somebody would have stole his jacket?
Yes.
Interesting.
Zach?
Yes.
I also was going to say Zach.
Maybe.
Everybody would have. You would have crossed paths with everyone yesterday.
Yeah.
Maybe Hernan took it.
Maybe.
Similar sizes.
Yeah.
Maybe Jay
I
took it.
think I'm a little taller.
Wouldn't fit Jay.
Maybe Reed took it. Well, for one of his kids.
Oh yeah.
Maybe it's a spite steal.
Reed's
Maybe he's
got
just
nice
stealing
jackets,
it to
so he's
Reed
a-
has nice jackets.
he's
Yeah,
a
he's a
create
well-dressed
some,
man.
My
create a bit.
I don't want to say anything
woolly jacket.
when Tommy's listening, but
Maybe
Reed
Tommy took
dresses better than Tommy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Maybe Belzy took it.
that's a scalding hot take right there.
Yeah, I guess it,
use that
would have
one.
been. I should have saved that one.
Maybe a spa boy took it from downstairs.
I went outside when I was leaving yesterday. There was 5 guys standing outside.
They need jackets to smoke.
Yeah. Well, they were all smoking and talking Russian, and
I'd say hit the
I
spa
said,
first.
"Good morning,
Yeah.
boys." Yeah, Trev. I don't know. I thought we would have found it by now.
Yeah. I agree.
That's tough.
It is. It does suck, and it's cold. I already don't like warming up my car, and it was extra cold this morning.
Corey B says, "Check the back of your chair." Not there.
Nope, not there, Corey.
Rich City Step says, "This is why we need a 24-hour Trev cam."
Oh gosh,
I would like to see where this jacket
I
did
don't
get
think-
placed.
you'd like that, but yeah, that's like that's on my mind all day. So when I'm thinking jacket right now. Like
Of course,
you know
you are. I mean, when you don't have one.
when anything goes missing, it's on your mind every second, right? And so right now it's jacket. Where's my jacket? So I gotta figure that out.
Strummy is in and says, "Pius."
Pius took the jacket. Yeah.
Pius is going the long game and trying to impact people I care about.
Maybe it was Iwanic. We didn't say Iwanic yet, did we?
We did not say Iwanic. Is it in Iwanic's office? Did you throw it on something in there? Iwanic's office is a mess right now.
Maybe he just took it and put it in there.
Maybe just to look after it for you.
That is very nice of Iwanic. He would do that.
I could see.
Nice guy.
I could see that.
I could too.
All right. What say you?
I'll tweet about it later if I find it.
Where is Trev's jacket?
On X.
If you guess the correct
Blue Sky.
location,
Put it on Blue
And-
Sky.
and
yeah.
Blue
Yeah, somebody,
phrase replies.
Yeah.
I have it. If you guess the correct location of YouTube Trev's jacket,
We'll give you a TV.
you automatically win the EST flyway to Los Angeles.
and a TV.
In a plot twist. Yeah, we gotta talk. We gotta talk about this. Also, Burglars in it says, "Boys, you've done it again. I'm checking in to get conched." Yes, you are. Everybody is today. Everybody's very excited. Big Uke is checking in from Vegas this morning. Nope, he sent that text in at midnight. Said it might be hard to check in.
Text him
We'll,
back.
we'll see. We'll see.
still up.
We'll see. I have a feeling we'll see him at some point today. Go ahead, Trev.
Yeah, rip in the nasty chat. This is a good one, and this is totally why. This explains his takes being so cold yesterday. No jacket. That's a good one.
That is a good one. Oh, there's Tube Socks. Tube Socks says, "Check a Wanix freezer." It could be it. It's in there with the barbecue chicken, the spicy chicken. Yeah, that's not bad. Guys, after dunking on the hoop, Reed, feeling cocky, decided he just wanted Trev's jacket. Yeah. Okay, so I come in today, and I'm looking at this TV. Who the hell are you all of a sudden? Zacticum has brought in an old RCA TV from the mid to late 90s because Reed's been talking about wanting a TV in here for when like the Oilers play. I don't think they want to be watching. They shouldn't probably be watching TV the whole show.
Keanu's flex appeal.
Like we tune into Reed Wilkins show in the afternoon. It's just Jay and Reed watching TV. They don't even say anything. They're just watching soaps. Anyway, I told Maddie a couple days ago, I said, if Reed really wants a TV in the studio, we can just go buy a TV. And he's like, well, they should be doing a show. I said, yeah, but when the Oilers are playing out east and it starts at 5, it could be convenient to watch the game while you're doing the last hour of the show.
Sports show and there's sports
or
on the TV.
football or
anything,
whatever.
Yeah.
And Maddie seemed kind of opposed to it. Zacticum brings in, like, the only way we could hook a TV up here is if it's a smart TV, right? Because, I mean, we don't have a cable connection in here.
Modern studio.
Zach brought in the oldest TV I've ever seen in my entire life, and I don't think it's going to work. Like, this TV doesn't work, right? Like, we can't hook this up to the internet.
Might be the first flat screen ever. I know Zach's into thrifting, so
This is probably from Value Village.
yes.
And I don't even think the cables came with it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know if it's going to work.
It's interesting, Maddie's take on that, because yesterday during the hangout, he turned on his laptop to watch some football
What?
Ooh.
during the
Trev.
during the summer.
This is spicy stuff. And he would watch soccer sometimes.
Soccer.
Olympics was
Olympics.
on a lot. So it's
Fair
interesting
enough.
that he'd
You know
say
what?
that.
Zach's got to get rid of this thing. I'll go buy a TV for the studio. And then we'll set up a little smart TV right on desk over here. And one of the things is you want to make your employees happy. And you got to keep Reed Wilkins happy. The last thing I want is him to leave us and go back to Ched.
Yeah, exactly.
So we better get him a TV. It's the only thing I can think of. Tom Dixon's mustache texts in this morning and says, check the couch. Did someone use it as a blanket to nap with? As far as your jacket goes, Trev. I was on the couch already this morning.
Yeah.
Couch's jacket is not there.
Jacket's on the couch.
Thank
Jacket's
God,
on the
I don't
couch.
want- that would be rude if someone was sitting on my jacket.
Whoa, wait a second. You were on the hangout yesterday.
Yeah. Without the jacket.
Oh.
I thought maybe you took it off.
No.
Did you go in the bathroom?
Nope.
Did you go in the
Are
kitchen?
you sure you even wore it to work yesterday?
Yes.
But you didn't
was
wear it
so
for the
cool.
whole show yesterday. You took it
No,
off.
I took it off.
That's where it is. It's wherever you took it off and placed it.
Yeah. I'd bet on that.
That's such a horrible assessment. It's wherever you took it off and placed it.
Oh, really?
Do you think you left it on the chair, Zach in the afternoon hit it on you, and it's in this closet?
Let's check.
Could that be
Open it up.
where it is right now? Just a second. I can't open the closet without the proper thing to play. Here, we'll do this.
I can remember back being an 11-year-old kid, about 75 pounds on the basketball court against the neighborhood bully. Kicking his
It's not in the closet.
Not in the closet. Damn it.
It's not in the
Where
closet.
could it be?
All right.
Is it hanging up on the...
Nope.
No.
Look twice.
Is it in the kitchen?
Is it in the hangout?
wouldn't be in the kitchen.
Didn't go in the kitchen yesterday.
All right. Well,
Is it in the bathroom?
Nope.
Is it on the couch?
I never use the bathroom here.
Is it in your car?
Nope.
Is it at your place?
It has to be, but I can't find it. I don't know where it could
did you
be.
stop anywhere yesterday on the way home?
Nope.
And leave your jacket?
Did you drop it somewhere?
No. Straight home, and I'm confident I was wearing my jacket.
When you got home?
Yes.
Well, then your jacket's at home, Trev.
Yes.
So you just didn't find it this morning.
Yes. But it just doesn't make sense.
Could be at home.
I looked at every room in my place. It's not a lot of rooms and nothing. So I don't know.
All right. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Did it get stolen?
I hope not.
Is there a thief in your house?
Is
my
there,
only
is there
jacket.
somebody in your house that maybe
Was
could
there
have taken
anybody in your house who
it
shouldn't
over the
have
last
been
24 hours
that took the jacket?
Yeah.
No.
No. Wow. Interesting.
Did you leave it at a donaire shop?
Nope. Haven't been since Sunday, I think.
All right.
Did you lose it?
It's starting to look like I lost it.
You must have lost it.
I lost it.
Trev, we've come to a conclusion that you lost your jacket.
You can't. You
yeah,
can't
I
find
think
it.
so.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
so.
I can't wait to get the text this afternoon being like, oh, guys, I found it. It fell behind my couch at home.
Something like that.
Yeah.
The cup. Did you check behind the couch?
At
No.
home.
At home?
No, I did not.
No?
I did
All
not.
right. Okay, well, we'll have to see what happens. All right, let's get moving along with the show. Bottom line is we spent 16 minutes. We can't find Trev's jacket. This is crazy. This is frustrating. Shane in Vactrek says, did he leave it at Tim Hortons when the pylon mover was taking so long and he threw it at her? What about that?
That's funny, but no, I did not.
Okay. All right, we were just wondering. You know, I was at a store yesterday, and you walk into a store and you get somebody gives you a look, and a worker there, they give you a look, and you kind of think, oh, they must listen to the show, but they didn't come over and say anything. And then I was walking out of the store with something. I don't want to say too much I was doing a little Christmas shopping yesterday.
Oh.
And I had something in my hands. And that guy comes up to me and he goes, "Hey, Dusty, is Marshall going to dominate with that like he does in the pool?" And I was just like, "Oh, man, people around the city are talking about the Barracuda.
Barracuda.
This is amazing. What are the odds of that? That's terrific." Anyway, conch to that guy. H.E. Pennypacker texts in to say, Matt Eberflus playing kind of easy trivia. Dusty, name one NFL team who played last night. Eberflus, after 27 seconds. Honolulu? We'll get to that idiot. Holy smokes.
Maybe he took the jacket.
You know what? You know what? He took the ball and then he dropped it. Didn't take the jacket. But H.E. Pennypacker, solid text.
Is it under your bed?
It would no. There's no way it would.
Somebody
be
wants
that.
it.
All right. Well,
I don't think I'd put it
the
over
mystery
there.
continues. Very exciting. He's going to really hate us when we took his jacket and hit it on him just for the bit.
Haven't suggested us
Just
yet.
kidding, Trev.
eh?
We didn't do it.
Okay, I hope not.
Or did we?
Was it the neighbor from upstairs?
No, he's a real nice guy.
And he listens. He would never steal your jacket.
He's probably watching right now, laughing.
Laughing at you with his jacket. Yeah, he's
In the jacket.
He's just standing outside, very warm, watching on YouTube. All right, if you're watching on YouTube today, hammer the thumbs up for us. Of course, you can text us anytime in the Paris Jewelers inbox. Early Black Friday is on. I guess not early. Today is Black Friday.
Today is Black Friday.
70% off. They've got a huge selection of in-stock gifts and engagement rings for the holiday proposal. Flexible payment options. Do not pay until 2026 in stores at Paris Jewelers.
Probably a new
ParisJewelers.com.
jacket today, too, eh? For that,
that's what
deal,
it
you
is.
could probably find a deal.
Trev's going to piss his pants when we say, "Congratulations, you won a trip to L.A. and a new lightly used jacket." Somebody's going to love
In
that.
the rental car, yeah.
Yeah. Keep you warm on your way to the airport. The Nielson Show is brought to you by South Fort Chevrolet. Drive a little, save a lot. Go see Daniel, who is currently sitting in Trev's jacket out at South Fort Chevrolet, selling Silverado 1500s at the best discounted price in the Edmonton area. It's as simple as that. You will not find a better discount on the Silverado 1500s with their Black Friday pricing than you will find at South Fort Chevrolet. Plus, they got a bunch of mid-sized SUVs rolling in. Hard to get your hands on these. They're the Trailblazers, Equinox, the Trax. I've driven both the Trailblazer and the Equinox each for a few years. Love them both. If you want to get one before they show up and are gone instantly, you can reserve one of those today. www.southfortchev.com. The Edmonton Oilers finally back in game action tonight. We'll set that up.
Yes.
Let's lay out the show for you as we work our way through the day. Let's see here. Morning announcements coming up. We'll get to the football yesterday. That hurts. We'll save the Bears for that hurts at 6:30. I had a bad feeling about that game. I told the guys on the lock shop on Wednesday.
Yeah, it turned out fine.
I was nervous about that
Turned
game.
out just fine.
And I was nervous about that game.
Turned out fine.
Anyway, we'll get to it just after 6:30. We'll do some crack packing for Wayne Sports Cards. We got the advent calendar over here. Man, it was good to be back in Wayne's yesterday. Popped in. I got some, because of football yesterday, today, I got some Score NFL bonus packs. So we'll crack those today, too.
Was the jacket at Wayne's?
No, it wasn't.
But
I'm trying to think of where
could
else
have been.
I went yesterday.
maybe
It
it's
wasn't
stuck
at
to you,
Italian
yeah.
Center Shop.
Yeah?
We got a platter that we're going to dive into around 7:30 today. Oh, two platters. The one I said for the boys, nice little lunch for the boys. That one was an unexpected surprise. So we'll get into that. Chris Johnston's going to join us just after 7 o'clock. The Oilers just had 5 days off of game action. Would you say it was relatively quiet on the rumor mill for the Oilers this week? I mean, there's always the randoms that we discuss. I had a couple of rants on how, but nothing popped up of the Oilers are using this break to make an offer on this
Well,
guy.
they throttled the Rangers, so there's really nothing to worry about, right?
Cup contenders.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, we'll find out if Chris Johnston has heard anything brewing on the Oil. He'll be by just after 7. Cool bet hotline of the day. We will get into that. Maybe we build a little EST parlay for the Oilers game tonight. I'm gonna have the return of fanny picks today. Very much looking forward
Bring
to that.
it back.
We will call our winner for the EST flyaway to Los Angeles. A good luck conch to all of you who have qualified. Whether you've qualified recently or back in October, be by your phone. 7:25 today. We will call you once. If you don't pick up, we will draw another name. Okay, so you want to be by your phone. It is a trip to LA presented by the 780. Rams, Cardinals, Clippers, Warriors at the Intuit Dome.
Into it.
And then Edmonton versus either Los Angeles or Anaheim, depending on the scheduling of the NFL game. All right, so best of luck to everybody who qualified. We will be calling one of you around 7:25 today. Do not miss that phone call. 7:30 today. That's good. We're going to dive into that for Italian Center. That's when we'll hit the platter, too. Looks delicious. Herm Edwards is going to be by around 7:45 today. We'll get his thoughts on the Bears blowing it big time and the other two games yesterday as well. Kind of easy trivia for Mr. Mike's. 3 questions too many for Park Mazda. 8:30 today, the GCL Diesel Orange and Blue Breakfast. Set up the Oilers and Utah. When I was prepping last night, twice I put Coyotes in my prep notes and had to delete it. And I was just like, Utah.
Did you write Phoenix too?
Utah Hockey Club. Man, what a mistake. Hey, I'm an idiot. And then we'll have Sobeys and Safeway Liquor Beer of the Week. Matt Livingstone from Village Brewery in Calgary making the trek up today. And he'll join us in studio around 8:45. Of course, we'll have a gift certificate to Sobeys and Safeway Liquor to give away with Beer of the Week as well. Let's dive into your morning announcements. All right, morning announcements for 100.3 The Bear. Edmonton's best rock. Yukon in the morning right now. McCord is off for a couple of weeks, and I think he's prepping for next year's Dunya draft, CFL Fantasy. He's going through a list right now and crossing off everybody who's dead on his guys I want to draft list. So we'll see how that goes.
Getting into brown liquor.
That must be what it is. Yeah. And Jess Jackson on the drive home. How was Century Casino last night, buddy?
Great. Best American Thanksgiving ever.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, what'd you celebrate with?
Smoked brisket nachos and a couple pops. And Trev's jacket was not at the casino. Guaranteed.
Was just going to ask this.
Yeah.
You looked.
We looked high and low. No jacket.
Thought maybe he was at the tables, you know?
Nope. Sitting there on a chair.
Yesterday
Chipping a
afternoon,
chair.
he was there for 3 hours.
Oh, you never know.
Left his jacket behind.
Yeah.
Did you go anywhere after you got home yesterday?
No.
Well, then he can't be there.
I went straight to bed.
Is it in
I had
your
a good
bed?
nap yesterday. Nope.
Yeah.
I would have felt it in my sleep.
Under the bed?
I don't think so. I'll have to check, but I don't know why.
Do you have
I'd
a
be under my
second
bed.
bedroom?
Yes.
Is it in there?
I never go in that room.
Is it in your kitchen?
Did you have a glass of milk or something when you got home?
Yeah.
Did you take off the
A
jacket?
tall glass of milk.
Did you take off the jacket? Do you remember having your jacket on when you were drinking the glass of milk?
No.
We're going to timeline this
So
thing.
close.
All right, whatever. Don't worry. The search
We're
continues.
slowly getting there.
Search
Slowly
continues.
getting there.
We'll find this thing. We'll find it. How was the crew at the casino last night?
Crew was great as always.
Yeah.
Free heated underground parking as well. So that don't hurt, right?
Yeah, that's real nice.
Yeah.
Really good. Was the Godfather there?
Troy was there. Yeah, Troy was there.
Godfather.
He was having a great time.
Yeah.
He might be coming in today.
Oh, boy. I could see him bringing Trev a jacket.
3 Fridays
He might,
in a row.
yeah.
T-Roy has showed up.
Has he been here the last 2 Fridays?
Yeah.
Really?
Can't get enough of Will.
Oh, yeah.
Loves Will
Oh,
and the
God.
beer.
Him and Will just sitting around talking.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's quite the scene. All right. So yesterday, let's save the Lions Bears. We're going to do that. Hurts coming up just after 7 o'clock. Bears fans, I got to know how you're feeling this morning. We'll get into that just after 7 o'clock.
Some of them getting into your mentions. They're mad. I told you earlier, it's Thanksgiving. You're gathering with family. Imagine that game you lose and you got a Bears mad house. I mean,
And it's just the
you
beginning
start
of
the
your
day
day.
off. Exactly. The whole day is ruined. Like
Chicago Thanksgiving across the city yesterday sucked the big one.
potatoes all over the wall, gravy all over the place, turkey flying out the window.
Cousins that won't talk for 3.5 months.
Yeah.
It's just like, no, I told you they're going to lose this way. No, you didn't.
All thanks to Eberflus tearing apart households.
Dallas Cowboys win at home. 27-20, they get by the Giants. The Giants tacked on 10 points late. Rico Dowdle had a huge game. Had to have him started in fantasy. Hopefully you did not have him on your bench. 22 carries, 112 yards, and a touchdown. Also had 3 catches as well. Definitely the fantasy star of the day for the Dallas Cowboys. Neighbors had 8 catches, 69 yards. I got an interesting situation that popped up in Spite League actually yesterday. The guy who claimed Drew Lock had left him in his starting roster, but he also has Jalen Hurts. So I screen capped it last night because Drew Lock's points counted for him. So I would assume the commish would force him to place Jalen Hurts on his bench this week, right? I mean, if I looked last night at the roster and Drew Lock's points are counting for this man right now, well, then Drew Lock's points count for him, and he cannot start Jalen Hurts this week.
It's week 13.
If Spite League commish allows Lock to go back to his bench after he played in his starting roster and allows Jalen Hurts to play this week, I will quit the league at the end of the season. I mean, I was already contemplating it, but that'll be the final straw.
You'd have Spite.
Oh, my God.
Spite
That's why I screen capped it. It was the first message I put into the group chat all season. I just put it in and I said, wow, pretty cool to start 2 quarterbacks. Spite, I tell you.
Yeah, but there's really no defense.
No, I mean,
this is
set your roster
procedure.
properly.
Yeah. No.
I'm sorry. There's no way he should get Jalen Hurts points this week. To the bench with him. Anyway, we'll see how the commish sorts this one out. I'm gonna lose it. The Green Bay Packers 30-17. The Dolphins, they can't play in the cold. We know they can't play in the cold.
We knew that before the game started.
Looked like it was minus 100 there with how much they were trying to keep warm last night. Actually, speaking of Spite League, Matty Iwanik's in that league. He needs a win this week. He had Jaden Reed. Just 3 catches, but 2 touchdowns. The interesting thing is that Matty's actually going up against Spite League commish. And Spite League commish had Jordan Love. So their points kind of canceled each other out, which I'm always okay with. If you're canceling out the other team's quarterback,
devouring
with
each
the wide
other.
receivers.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I have to say it. I'm cheering for Matthew Iwanik in that league this week, which is really weird.
Keep your enemies closer.
But I am, yeah. Chris Knobloch spoke yesterday as we continue with your morning announcements, hoping that Hyman will be able to play on the road trip at some point, which would likely mean they're not expecting him tonight. Well, he won't play tonight. If he's not going to play tonight, he's not playing tomorrow. So maybe they get him in Vegas. So that was really the only update yesterday from Chris Knobloch.
He'd be playing tonight, but he was busy stealing the jacket.
That must have been what it is. Hey, is his jacket? Trev, is your jacket at Hudson's on Bourbon Street?
I don't think so. I wasn't there yesterday.
Because I thought Tommy could look for it.
That would have been nice.
Isn't Tommy there tonight?
He's the maitre d'.
Yeah, Tommy is there
GCL
tonight.
Diesel pregame show, Hudson's on Bourbon Street. I actually have to go to the mall today.
You get to go to the mall today on Black Friday. On Black Friday.
Yeah, that's why it's a have to.
You'll be swimming through there like Marshall in the pool.
I told Tam, I said, I can go to the mall at 10:30 on like a Tuesday. Why do I have to go today? And she said, well, there might be a sale on what we're looking for. And I was like, oh my God. I said, but what if there's a lineup to get into the store and we're saving like $12? I said, I'm not doing it. I'm not waiting for 25 minutes to get into a store to save $12. There's just no way. My time is too valuable. I can't do it. So if you're at West Edmonton Mall this afternoon and you see an angry me standing in line, don't come up to me. Just let me be, because I'm going to be furious.
Giving these
I'm going to be furious. Middle fingers, the birds for everybody. All right, coming up just after 6:30. That hurts. We will dive into the Bears-Lions game. Wow, what a weird finish. Crack some packs coming up as well.
Imagine if that would have taken place in the CFL.
Oh, my God.
Boy, oh boy, would we be talking Bush League, hey?
You know what, buddy?
No.
You know we always do that kind of mockingly, but you are 100% correct.
How much does he get paid? How much do Giants executives get paid to sign Jones to an extension and then cut him?
Yeah.
In a timeline so close.
If
it's damning.
That clock management would have happened in the Canadian Football League, Arash Madani would have been mocking the league for the rest of his days.
And how much does he get paid? to make that.
He should be fired.
He should be fired yesterday.
He should be fired right now. And the fact that we'll get to the conversation coming up. Let's get to an update right now.
Fired up.
If you are a Detroit Lions fan who thought the Chicago Bears were going to come back and win that game, so you smashed a window in your living room, Nisku Glass will come and fix it today. Eric's got more on that with the update.
Jordan Love tossing a pair of touchdowns to Jaden Reed as the Packers would hang on to defeat the Dolphins 30-17. Miami having its 3-game win streak snapped. They dropped to 5-7. Packers, meanwhile, they keep pace in the tight NFC North, improving to 9-3. Earlier in the day, Lions picking up their 10th straight win in a 23-20 victory over the Bears. Well, the Cowboys won at home for the first time this season, knocking off the Giants 27-20. Week 13 will continue this afternoon when the Chiefs host the Raiders kickoff at 1 o'clock. Oilers back in action tonight. They're in Utah to kick off a 3-game road trip. Join Tom Gazzola live from Hudson's on Bourbon Street for the GCL Diesel pre- and post-game shows. Coverage beginning at 6 here on EST. It's one of 14 games around the NHL tonight. Edmonton Oil Kings also back in action. They're on the road to visit the Hitmen, while 4 games dot the AJHL calendar. An NBA Cup group stage action resumes tonight with 10 games, including the Raptors in Miami to take on the Heat. Sports Update brought to you by Nisku Glass. We want to thank EST and all the listeners and viewers, and what better way than to give them a deal? Mention Edmonton Sports Talk or present your Nasty Club membership for a 10% discount on windshields, glass, or any of your window and door orders. Call us today to get that ugly broken windshield replaced or to start planning your winter and spring renovation projects.
It's all gas, no brakes. All gas, no brakes. It's all gas, no brakes. We win the championship and plan a parade. Step out on the court and it's over quick. All aces to go like Djokovic. You're at the 3-point line, no time on the clock. You don't even need to watch, you know I'm a hitter. 82-0 plus 16 mo. That's a perfect season and a championship. Me and Zach run tracks like Andre DeGrasse and Usain Bolt. You can't handle it. We at the Estes looking for the belt. We the best like Gretzky, Messi, and Phelps. You want to test me? Better bring help. Calm under pressure. You get overwhelmed. It's all gas, no brakes. All gas, no brakes. It's all gas, no brakes. We win the championship and plan a parade. It's all gas, no brakes. All gas, no brakes. It's all gas, no brakes. We win the championship and plan a parade.
Let's kick it off, gotta cheer for your team. The city of champs, win the gold and the green. Ice in my veins and the turf on my feet. Keeping it up on the waves and the streams. Dusty, Trev, and LTE. Tommy G, Matty I, Jay, and Jasmine. After that, it's 1-3. We got the smoker cooking up with the Latino heat. 3-6 on a drive. You know we score when we go live. It's Reed Wilkins and J Mill to glue the seams. Man, really, it's a dream. It's just been a year, but it's clear no one else got us beat. Our own beer and our own booze, and now this. Man, really, it's hard to believe. Great hosts, better guess, all work, no breaks, no rest. Get the check, hit the mark, no mistakes. We the GOAT like LeBron James or MJ. Anyways, here's to you. You the nasties through and through. Couldn't do this without you, and it's true. Man, here's to year 2.
Here's to year 2. Here's to year 2. Couldn't do it without you. So here's to year 2. EST. It's all gas, no brakes. 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 We win the championship and plan a parade. It's all gas, no brakes. 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 We win the championship and plan a parade. You better watch your step. The clear choice for sports is no competition. If you're debating, you're hating, or you just don't listen. Go, 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 go. It's all gas, no brakes.
Go, 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 go. That's all gas, no brakes from Josh Clausen and Ice Cube debuted at the Estes. If you're not at the Estes next year, F you, right? Isn't that the saying? You got to be at the Estes next year.
Make the shirt now.
Going to be absolutely incredible. RBM is in and says, all gas, no brakes. I consider this a part of Nielson Show Miracle Dance Party Friday. Moni and all gas, no brakes, 6 o'clock hour. Does it get any better than this? Well, it does if you're a Detroit Lions fan, as you come away with another win yesterday, but by the hair of our chinny chin, that's for sure.
Never in doubt. And Laporta, hey, Laporta.
Sam Laporta, finally. I was saying I stacked him and Jared Goff in my big boy league, and Laporta has basically single-handedly sewered my season. And now at the point where I basically need a miracle to even have a remote chance of sneaking into the playoffs, he finally decides to get a couple of touchdowns. Just extremely frustrating.
That's the sign of a well-rounded team.
Well, they are a very
when one weapon doesn't, right? Yeah. Now it's Laporta. It was Laporta's day.
It was emotional yesterday when they introduced Montgomery and Gibbs together, and they run out together and they do the back-to-back thing. I mean,
you're real children.
By far the best 1-2 punch in the league. Possibly the best 1-2 punch in the history of the National Football League at running back. Well, double-digit touchdowns for both of them last year and for both of them already this year. It's ridiculous. It's the only time in the history of the league that a team has had running backs go back-to-back years with both of them hitting double-digit touchdowns. I mean, it's crazy. Then you mix in an elite wide receiver one, like St. Brown.
And Laporta.
And it's...
You're dressing the tree
team.
at this point.
I even love Tim Patrick. I love Tim Patrick. So I told my family yesterday, I said, if the Detroit Lions are in the Super Bowl, Daddy is going.
Well, Daddy's not... Yeah, I mean, that... You know what? Like, your whole travel itinerary here in the
I have to go.
No, but you're not going to one particular event. This would open up a window to go to this event. It's written in the stars.
I think so.
I think so too.
I have to go. I'd have to go.
Drive down.
Oh, that would be fun.
The Lions bus.
Probably a long drive, but. Gus to the inbox this morning, the Paris Jewelers inbox, where one of you will win the A&W Text of the Day today. We got some good contenders for Text of the Day already. Of course, if you win Text of the Day, you get a gift certificate to A&W, where the mushroom mozzarella burger is finally back for a limited time only. Available in 3 sizes, the Buddy, the Mum, and the Big Unk. Timeless classic. Fully loaded, mouth-watering mozzarella, cremini mushrooms, grilled onions, and a grainy Dijon aioli. Why are you waiting? Grab one today, the mushroomy mozzarella goodness. $4.99 is where it starts at A&W.
Speaking of A&W, Whistle Dog texts in, Laporta won me $180 yesterday.
Good.
3-leg parlay.
That's what I'm talking about.
Thanksgiving miracle.
That's what I'm talking about. Gus text in. Weird. My kid lost his coat yesterday, too. He is 6. Thanks, Gus.
I was going to ask if your dad's name is Gus.
Oh, Gus, that makes me feel great, Gus.
Trev, have you gone and checked for your coat at random school lost and founds around the city?
Yeah, that'll be well with the mustache, eh?
Yeah. No, I have not, Dusty.
I like the idea of somebody stealing the coat off your back without you noticing.
Slipping it off.
Right now, I'm putting that in the top 5 options for what happened to your jacket.
Come on. You don't think I'd notice that?
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know. Like, were you too focused on 21?
No. I know if someone took my jacket off my back.
Have you checked your place?
Yes. I have
Obviously not. It's at your place.
It's at my place. I have not looked.
So it's at your place. So it's not lost.
Yes. And I never said it was lost. I said I couldn't find it.
Oh, boy. Let's get to that, Hurts.
You need to look harder.
Yeah, well, I know, but I was under a time, it's a rush to get to work these days, I slept in a little bit as well, so I only had like 5-10 minutes to look.
You don't lay out your clothing the night before, hey?
No.
I do.
Oh, it's great.
It's funny that you bring that up.
Slide right in.
Like last night, I was
too easy.
I was in the kitchen talking with Tam, and I was like, "Okay," I gave her like these puppy dog eyes. Like, "Can I sleep upstairs yet?"
Oh,
like,
you're still
I'm
banished
still
to the
in the
dungeon,
basement.
eh? Yeah, okay, I love
Just in case I cough.
Right.
I'm still in the basement.
Still getting your food via the dumbwaiter down
and
there.
I said to her, okay. I said, well, I guess I'll go downstairs to bed. And she goes, go get your clothes so you don't come upstairs and cough in the morning and wake me up like you did today. was like, all right. So my clothes were laid out last night in the basement.
Do you
and
lay
I'll
them
tell
out
you, it makes it easier. It makes for an easier morning.
On the ground like a person laying?
No,
Or do
actually,
you-
I hang my shirt over the treadmill. Okay. And then I put my pants on like the arm of the treadmill.
Socks hanging too? On
No, there's, on the treadmill, there's those spots for water bottles.
Oh,
Yep. I put my socks in there.
One in each?
No,
okay.
together as a pair. But it makes the morning much smoother.
No, you just
Let's
slip
be
right
honest,
in.
It really
Slide
does.
right in there. Yeah. No thinking
it's-
required.
Yeah. I'm not staring at a closet all morning. Or anything. Yeah. All right, let's get into that. Hurts for James H. Brown. Heavy hitters of injury law. If you've been injured in an accident, go to jameshbrown.com. There's a little note here that says if you've misplaced your jacket, go to jameshbrown.com. Trent is actually on the case right now for YouTube, Trev. But seriously, if you've been in an accident, James H. Brown can help you. Studio sponsor on the Reed Wilkins Show.
The entire team.
All of them.
Whatever you're working on right now, drop it.
Yeah.
It can wait. And then they all get in the boardroom.
You know their billboards with what, like 20 people on it?
They're all
on.
Yeah.
They're all on this
It rarely
jacket.
happens that the whole firm gets behind something.
I want people to start finding random jackets and bringing them into the office and being like, Trev, is this your jacket? No, that's not my jacket.
I want him going home to the entire James H. Brown team at his place, scouring around the suite.
He can't even get in.
No,
there's yellow
too
tape.
packed. Yeah.
There's yellow tape. Yeah, this sounds like a season of
The Wire.
Yeah, real good. Get McNulty on the case.
Drunk.
All right, Bears fans. So this is why I'm asking, because I think as a team, as a fan of a team like the Detroit Lions, I've suffered so much misery throughout my life. I know where you're at right now.
Speaking from your perch,
but I know. But I could talk about losing franchises.
It's just funny how it's developed here, like where you are now today.
Yeah. As a fan of the best team we've seen in the National Football League in a long
10
time,
10 in a row.
No, but as a Bears fan, I'm sure you're flabbergasted by but you're probably not. You know your head coach is not good. So it probably shouldn't surprise you. And we'll get to that situation in a second. But Bears fans, are you hurting this morning, or are you looking at it? And in the overall bigger picture, I think you have to be pretty happy with what you've seen the last 3 weeks. You barely lost to the Packers. You barely lost to the Vikings. And yesterday you had a chance to at least force overtime against the best team out of that group. And yeah, you lost, but Caleb Williams was unreal in the second half of that football game, and he's been much better since they've changed the offensive coordinator. Like, I think Bears fans should actually be pretty happy about where they're headed with that kid at quarterback. They got some stuff to sort out with the coach. Don't get me wrong. There's issues. But you have to, for a Bears fan, you go away from that game going, damn, I mean, you're not making the playoffs anyway. At least you could be sitting there going, look at the second half that Caleb Williams had. He was near perfect in the second half. Is that not, like, how do you think Bears fans are feeling this morning?
Well, you barely, which a great pun there, barely lost. But if you take out barely, they lost.
They did.
And you're right.
But Williams was terrific in the second half.
I know, and there's two ways you can slice this too in those barely losing. And I think Eberflus brought it up as well. He said, we're there, to paraphrase him. Like, they are right there knocking on the door, so to speak. But are they closer to being there, or are they closer to, yes, you mentioned they have a good quarterback, they have some pieces. But I don't think it's a question of, like, you know, I think you move on from a guy. I think you have to change a few more things to get to where you want to go. It's not going to be right here with this group. Like we saw, too, with the Elks this season, right? Losing 3 straight games on walk-off field goals. I mean, you could, too, argue, well, they're there. They weren't. And a few other teams around the CFL this season. So it's funny when coaches always say, well, we're there. Yeah, but you're not. And you're not there for a reason. What is the reason? And then you go a little more into it and see what the reasons are. And yes, you have a quarterback you can work with. Yes, you have some weaponry that you can probably take with you into the future. But are you there with this coach? Are you there with schematics and all those things? That'll be remain to be determined. But it is funny when it's barely lost. Yes, but you can't afford barely losing in a division such as this. That's just not. It's too bad. But that's just the business of it.
JCD 780, who is a Bears fan, says, yes, we've been in close games. I'm not surprised with the season, but I'm optimistic for next year. So that's...
Is he running it all back?
You can't bring back this coach.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
there's
impossible.
changes. It's not like all of this is like right there.
Yeah.
Caleb too. You can argue.
There are
he's
things that need
there
to
are
change.
things that need to change. Yeah.
I can't believe what happened in the final 35 seconds of that football game, though. I mean, they'd been driving the field, somewhat penalty aided. I thought that penalty interference call against the Lions was that's when I smashed the dashboard. I guess I haven't even. So I was watching the game yesterday. I had a bunch of stuff to do yesterday. I got home for like the final 9 minutes, but I've been kind of watching on my phone as much as I could throughout my stuff that I was doing. And then we had to go to a demonstration of learning day at the kids' school where they show you everything they've learned in the last 2 months and go through this stuff. So we were driving over to the school. I said to Tam, I said, you drive. I'm going to sit in the passenger seat and watch the game. There's like 3 minutes left. And then she decided to go to Subway. So she was in the Subway for a while. So the kids and I were watching on my phone in the vehicle. And when that PI got called, I smashed the dashboard. I was like, ugh! And I was frustrated. So then Tammy comes back to the car and she goes, how's it going? And Marshall's like, well, Daddy only smashed the car once. And it was just, she goes, you smashed the car?
What a narc.
I said, yeah. She goes, well, that's not setting a good example for Marshall, who had a meltdown at Grey Cup for the ages.
Yeah, I wonder where this all comes
she's
from.
like, I said, listen, I said, it's already in his blood. Like, I'm not setting a bad example. Calm down. I'm trying to watch the end of the game. And then we watched the end of the game as a family in the car outside the school before going in. And I would have been in a much different mood for demonstration of learning if they had ended up blowing it in the final 35 seconds.
Demonstration of learning.
But even Marshall, watching the game on the phone, was like, what's he doing? Why is he not using that timeout? I said, good question, son. And then for the head coach, for Eberflus after the game, to say that he thinks they managed it the right way, he should have been fired mid-press conference. Like, that is one of the worst time management situations I've ever seen.
But if they fire him, he takes the timeout with him.
It goes with that time. They get one less timeout for the next head coach every game. Every game. It was, I mean, how does an NFL team, how does a professional football team at any level manage the clock in that situation where all you need is a field goal to tie the game and force overtime?
Yeah.
Like, you had the timeout. When the sack happens, you use the timeout. You have 30 seconds left. You take one more shot at it. Make sure you get out of bounds or it's an end zone shot, whatever. And then you kick the field goal and go to overtime. I mean, that's grounds for firing. And then after, to not admit, like, that guy should have stepped to the mic and been, I 100% screwed up. I take all the blame. But it's just, I'm sorry. Gas that dude immediately.
Under Matt Eberflus, the Bears are 5-19 in one-score games, 3-19 on the road, 2-13 in the division. He's close, but if you're in a close fight, I don't think you want Matt Eberflus leading the charge.
I can't remember. There was another stat yesterday about.
Does it make it worse that Nance and Romo were on the call as well with their? Oh no!
Well,
no, Jim. No. Oh no! Oh.
I was not going to get into that today.
Please.
And I don't like criticizing other football broadcasters.
But I think you can because you're in the realm. You're in the frat.
Okay, then Tony Romo needs to get better at his job. Ooh. I'm sorry. Like, he came in all hot and he was predicting plays, and he's just slowly deteriorated.
Well,
he's just gotten worse.
The game's getting away from him now.
You
can predict it when you're fresh out of the game.
I'm pretty sure in the fourth quarter, like, any time Williams missed an open barrier, he's like, man, he was going to score on that play. I was like, calm down. Caleb Williams threw that ball from his own end zone. DJ Moore was not going to score on that play, Tony Romo. It's just, oh man, he was frustrating me yesterday. And all of us have things that we could do better.
Oh yeah.
But we get forced Tony Romo upon us. And I would not care for the rest of my life if I didn't have to listen to another Tony Romo game.
H.E. Pennypacker texts in, Eberflus needed to attend the demonstration of learning.
Oh, that's like, who did that? Was that
H.E. Pennypacker? Yeah.
Pennypacker's bringing the heat on text today.
Very good.
He did the demonstration. Yeah. That's a good one. There was another one. Fergie's prostate, actually. You got Fergie over there? Fergie had a really good one too.
Matt Eberflus has Trev's jacket because he's going to be out in the cold by the end of the day.
That's pretty good too. Oh, there's a lot of Trev's missing jacket. misplaced jacket.
You can stack
and
your way to
Eberflus,
A&W with this easily. Like,
you are going
there's
to get
win
a
in
big
there.
unk out of this for sure. All right, that hurts for James H. Brown, Chicago Bears fans. I feel your pain. I find it hilarious at the time right now, but I feel your pain. All right, let's do this. It's a Friday. We had Moni earlier. Let's just keep the fun rolling today. Let's crack some packs on a Friday in the 6 o'clock hour. Chris Johnston coming up in about 10 minutes.
If you see a card store on the side of the road, you think, gotta tweet it to the
Crack Pack! Crack Pack, yeah. I'm tracking down all the young guns today. Looking for the young guns today. Looking for the young guns today.
I got me a card, it's a heck of a pull, and we're tweeting it out to the Crack Pack. I got me a canvas, it's worth about 20, so hurry up and sell it to get more money.
The Crack Pack is a little old gang where we can crack together. Crack Pack, baby.
A Crack Pack, baby.
Crack Pack, baby, crack.
Oh, Crack Pack on a Friday. Let that advent calendar whiff in your nose. Yeah.
Not too late to go pick one up here.
Well, yeah, I was in there yesterday, Wayne's.
Returning the ones that you had.
I returned one of them. I got another one I'm going to bring in here. They had 3 left, but he did say he can put together some more if people want them.
Love it.
So there's 3 of these bad boys left. They got some other Christmas boxes in there as well. But Wayne Sports Cards, just north of West Edmonton Mall and Westgate area there. And pop on in, see Wayne, Nikki, and the crew. And they'll get you set up for. They got all the Legos in there.
Yeah.
All the Funko Pops, and
They
then
got those
obviously
little,
the comics and sports cards. It's awesome in there.
Weird Pog things that I get at Jocelyn.
So many
Tebow.
things.
It's just
So many things. And I got bonus packs because there was a triple header yesterday and there's an NFL game today. I got us each a pack of Score NFL cards
This is
too.
thick.
What day are you? Trev, you get to do the mystery box today. What what number were we on?
6?
7?
I think 7.
I pulled 6 the other day. Is this 7? That's 8. 23, 17, 24, 22, 7. Here you go, buddy. Mine, I had a dream last night, actually, that you pulled like a really hot pack out of one of these.
Hey.
And it was like just all hits.
Hey.
Like they were all hits. That was
Nice.
a weird dream. Here we go. Oh, what a catch.
Thank you.
You see that over the head catch?
You like that?
Who
You
are
like
you?
that, baby?
Odell Beckham Jr.,
Maybe.
George Pickens?
Maybe.
That is incredible. All right, let's crack these packs. Eric and I got the NFL Score product.
2021.
And Trev, let us know what pack you get out of that hockey. Hockey
2021, 22 hockey, Young Guns.
pack. All right, you got that.
Young Guns.
There, you got the camera there. Don't show it. There we go. All right.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Stephon Diggs. Oh, Jason Kelsey from the podcast. That's nice.
Yeah.
All right, open it up, Trev. Greg the leg.
Oh, that was easy.
Gesicki.
Oh, this one feels good.
These are lots of cards in these packs, hey, Rick?
I love it.
MVS.
They're all hits.
Luke Kuechly.
Tap on it.
Jonathan Taylor, Singletary, Jerry Jeudy.
Look at this. A Mark Brunell, Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh, what?
Slab
Little
it.
flashback there.
Oh, here you go.
Justin Fields.
I don't mean to.
Matthew
polish.
Stafford, my boy.
Yeah.
Mwah.
Yeah.
Polish on that.
Love that.
Seth Jones.
Look at this Jamar Chase rookie. That's
Very nice. Hey, that's like
LSU,
the
that's-
Justin Fields one there. It's like a little bit of a throwback.
Ryan
Kyle
Graves.
Trask. Ugh.
Oh,
Still with the
actually,
Devils.
how about this? This is a Trevor Lawrence rookie I don't have for my Trevor Lawrence collection.
Oh, shoot.
The investment.
Oh, that's a cool one.
Look at
The
this
investment.
Tom Brady next level stats.
Oh, boy. Cracking packs. There's nothing like it, especially in the Christmas season.
I like these thick packs.
Yeah, there's so many cards.
Man, and they are
Some nice throwbacks here. I got a Howie Long.
Howie Long.
Yeah.
Oh, Deshaun Watson.
Oh, that's a
That
good one.
rubs me the right way.
Trey McKitty. Georgia, man, these guys got this is a huge pack of cards. We're still going. Kyler Murray. Donald Driver. How many cards are in this
Lots
set?
of subsets, too. Hey,
Yeah.
like every card's a different subset.
There's so much. All right, Trev,
Another
what'd you
Deshaun
get, buddy?
Watson. Jeez.
Yeah, Evgeny Dadonov, Jacob Voracek, Ryan Graves, Seth Jones, Ryan Donato, Thomas Nosek, Sam Carrick, former Oiler. Sam Carrick, pretty cool, with the Ducks. And to finish things off, this is kind of neat. We've got our rookie gems.
Who is it?
Black Diamond. Vasily Podkolzin.
No!
Of the Vancouver Canucks.
No way.
Look at the polish on that.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
It's meant to be.
Yeah,
You should bet Podkolzin anytime goal tonight.
I don't mind that, actually.
Fryermuth
From Penn State.
from Penn State.
Garoppolo, there's a lot of college.
Oh, this is what a fun morning.
I love this pack.
I love Kraken.
This is just going to get better and better.
Look at all this.
You know what? I had 2 people actually join the Crack Pack yesterday. I was teasing a possible break on Sunday. People started signing up.
Mitsuhara.
No, you know who was one of them? He'd been waiting to join for months, but I hadn't been in to approve any requests. Freddie Papernick.
Oh, Freddie Paps.
Freddie Papernick.
Love
He
it.
used to work with us back in the Bell Media.
That's a cool name.
I'm surprised
Yeah.
he wasn't in there before.
I got to swing over to the old office today. My email's completely not working, so I've either officially been fired from TSN or something's wrong with my webmail or something over there. So I got to pop into the old place today.
Got to do those.
Quick little visit.
Well, you got to do those what to do in the event of a hurricane tests.
There's
I think
there's nothing more awkward than going to your former place of employment as someone who's still kind of employed, well, not fully employed by the company.
one of these if you can.
You want? I'll get you one of those. They are great for supplies, though.
Well, it's I mean,
I could come back with 10 pens,
Take stock, right?
10 pens, and a bunch of notepads. All right, coming up in hour number 2, Chris Johnston's going to join us. We'll talk rumor mill, because who doesn't love a good rumor mill? We'll get to a little EST parlay. We'll build that. So if you have any favorite bets on the Oilers game tonight, let us know. Maybe we'll throw them in there. 7:25. This is the most important thing coming up in hour number 2. 7:25 today, we will be calling a winner for the EST Flyaway to Los Angeles. All right? Be ready for that. If you qualified, be by your phone at 7:25 because we're not calling you twice. We'll call you once. If you don't pick up, we'll draw another name, and you'll be very angry for the entire weekend. Maybe the entire holiday season if you miss that call.
Yeah.
7:30 today. That's good for the Italian Center. Herm Edwards is going to pop by around 7:45. Kind of easy trivia. 3 questions too many. The Fan Zone. GCL Diesel, Orange and Blue Breakfast, and Sobeys and Safeway Liquor Beer of the Week, all still to come. Let's get to a sports update for Dav and the crew over at Green Plan right now, right here on Edmonton Sports Talk with Lieutenant Eric.
Changing 100.
Jordan Love with a pair of touchdowns to Jaden Reed. The Packers hanging on to defeat the Dolphins 30-17 from Lambeau. Miami having its 3-game win streak snapped. They fall to 5-7. The Packers, they improved to 9-3. Earlier in the day, the Lions picked up their 10th straight victory in a 23-20 win over the Bears. Cowboys, meanwhile, winning their first home game of the season, knocking off the Giants 27-20. Week 13 will continue later this afternoon when the Chiefs host the Raiders. Kickoff at 1. Oilers back on the ice tonight in Utah in one of 14 games around the NHL. As Edmonton open a 3-game road trip, you can join Tom Gazzola live from Hudson's on Bourbon Street. He has your GCL Diesel pre- and post-game shows. Coverage beginning at 6 here on EST. Edmonton Oil Kings also hit the ice tonight. They're in Calgary to battle the Hitmen. And 4 games dotting the AJHL schedule. NBA Cup group stage action resumes tonight with 10 games, including the Raptors in Miami to take on the Heat. Sports Update brought to you by Green Plan, providing you with award-winning environmental and consulting service, whether it's municipal, industrial, or residential. Plan it right with Green Plan. Visit green-plan.com or call them at 780-455-4292.
What say you? Hey, nasty crew. We got the Nielson Show flu. Well, there's nothing we can do about it. What say you? Hey, nasty crew. My wife thinks I got better things to do, but there's nothing I can do about it.
We're tuning in on TuneIn, we're listening online. We catch up with the podcast when we fall behind. We're texting in the nasty chat, what's on our mind. 780-218-9999. No more interference from corporate interest. Just Tati and Eric and all of the bad cats like Brzezinski and Noodles. Gadget can gauge it. If it's just fun but a cool band to make a little wager. We can't wait for the Monday mandate. Shaggy's always on time. Tommy's always late.
Would you like a cup of tea?
Forget about the old place. Hey, we were number one in the text race. We don't miss all the commercial breaks, but we sure miss Nickelback today. We wanna hear some Huntix and we wanna hear Renee. Why not hold the neck up when I wanna kiss away? Beat left to tie a fire and remember that name. We love every goal song, but what about Nick Cames? Marimella, Rapapo, Dragger, Engineer. It ain't Christmas season, but they sound like reindeer. Button and my cousin and the tales of the North. All about him giving present, Dusty go on. What say you? AM Nasty Crew. We got the Nielson Show flu. And there's nothing we can do about it. And there's nothing we can do about it. And there's nothing we can do about it. 7:02 on the Nielson Show as we kick off another day right here on Edmonton Sports Talk. If you're riding with us right now, stick around the rest of the day. We've got the Hangout coming up today. And who's on the Hangout today? Lieutenant Eric.
Yeah.
Lieutenant Eric on a Friday Hangout after a beer of the week. Oh, boy.
Jason Milne, Tom Gazzola, talk a little Bozone.
All four of you guys?
Apparently, that's what I hear.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's gonna be. I watched Bozone for a little bit
House.
last night.
I love it.
Yeah.
My wife and I PVR it. It's
So anybody who's not familiar, Tommy Gazzola hosts a show called Bozone, which is about hunting deer with a bow.
Yeah.
And he does not hunt, but he wears camo really good. He wears the hell out of that camo.
he gets a lot of swag there to sport.
Anyway,
and,
last night, Jason Moss was his co-host, head coach of the Montreal Alouettes.
we had DeBrusque on as well.
Yeah, DeBrusque was on, I think, the last week.
Yeah.
And I watched a little bit of it last night. I was flipping back and forth between Bozone and the football game.
That's a good stack.
Yeah, it was a real
That's
nice stack.
Great Thursday night.
But Marshall comes over before he gets in the bath and he's sitting with me and we're watching the football game and then I flip over and I said, "This is Tommy's show." He goes, "Really?" "Yeah." And then you see a deer walking through the woods and he goes, "Well, what is it?" I said, "It's about hunting." He said, "Really?" He goes, "Well, what happens?" I said, "Well, they use a bow and arrow to kill this deer." And Marshall's like, "What?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "You better look away because they're about to pop this one right in the heart." And he lays down on the couch and like covers his eyes and keeps sort of looking back. And then he goes over to Tammy and he goes, "Hey, Mommy, Daddy's watching Tommy's hunting show and they're killing animals." I was like, "Yeah, that's how it works."
Old H-W.
Yeah. It was almost as bad as watching dolphins get killed on the other channel. Am I right? Holy smokes.
Whoa.
Anyway, Jason Moss was in, what do they call it, a tree stand? And
With Tommy.
Yeah, no.
For 8 hours. Oh.
No, Tommy's dressed up like a deer trying to attract the other deer.
I like that. Yeah.
It was, so anyway, I watched it last night.
Piss, eh?
He was wearing that $300 camel hoodie thing.
Yeah.
And he looked terrific. Shout out to our boy Tommy Gazzola. Nielson Show brought to you by Southport Chevrolet. Check them out, www.southportchev.com. Black Friday pricing right now. You will not find better discounts on the Silverado 1500s anywhere in the Edmonton area than you will with Daniel and his team. Drive a little, save a lot at Southport Chev. All right, let's bring our hockey insider today, Chris Johnston. Brought to you by Pro-Am Sports, your locally owned sports memorabilia and apparel specialist. Gear up for game day. Oilers jerseys, headwear, hoodies, and hats from Fanatics New Era 47, Mitchell & Ness, in stock now, located at the corner of St. Arbor Trail on 128th Ave or online at proamsports.ca. Chris Johnston, did you know that Tom Gazzola hosts a deer bow hunting show?
I had no idea, but that was a hell of a sales pitch you just put out for that show. I'm gonna have to ask you offline how I can watch that because I would love to see that.
It's must-watch television.
Oh,
it
yeah.
really is.
Can't miss. Yeah.
It's terrific. And the best part is Tommy has never hunted anything in his life, and he's sitting there hosting the show. It'd be like me hosting a workout show. You're just like, what is this? What is this about? Like, it's funny, man. Yeah, you know what?
It'd be like putting me on curling or something. Something I've just never even tried.
Yeah, I like watching it every once in a while, but that's about it. We're gonna get to watch the Edmonton Oilers play tonight. They've not played since the game against the Rangers on Saturday, and it's interesting because we know this team has needs. But I thought, following along with insiders and stuff and some people in the market here, I thought a relatively quiet week on the rumor mill front for the Edmonton Oilers. Are you hearing them involved in anything right now or anything increasing from their perspective?
No, I think your read is correct there. It has seemed like a pretty quiet time. If anything, the win Edmonton had over the Rangers put the Rangers into turmoil. That was kind of a breaking point for them. And obviously a lot of the trade talk that's happened this week happened in the wake of that game and the way that New York lost it. But from the Edmonton side of things, I do think that they're just kind of waiting in the wings a little bit and hoping that the team's going to play better. Obviously, health has been a factor here in the recent stretch, and get these guys back in the lineup. And certainly, I do think that the Oilers are going to strike. I do imagine they're going to be an active team on the trade front. But right now, most of the places where the rumors are coming from are teams that are in some degree of turmoil. A lot of the rumors are around the Pittsburghs, the Nashvilles, the Rangers, as I mentioned, which. Their position in the standings doesn't spell turmoil, but they certainly expect to be better. So, obviously the Oilers' start overall hasn't been, maybe what most of us expected. I thought they were just going to dance their way back to the Cup final. But I don't think that there's a tremendous amount of concern internally at this point.
No disrespect to the Tomasino trade, but what team do you think is the one that either from a buying or seller's perspective sort of unlocks things moving forward? Who moves first on a significant deal situation?
A good question. I have two candidates. Okay. I have Pittsburgh as a buyer, strangely enough, and I have the Blue Jackets as a seller. And, Columbus is actually for their roster through obviously the tragedy their team endured right before the season. I think they've actually started the year better than a lot of people would have thought, and they have some players to sell. And I think for them, it's a question of, from a management perspective, when do we do that? When do we start unloading guys? Obviously they've been involved in a lot of kind of a nexus, I think, of a lot of the chatter that's happened. And then of course they have David Jiricek, who's, a bit of a, prospect that's, I don't know if he's disgruntled, but it's not working very well between him and the organization. And I think he's the first domino that could go. Beyond that, down the road from Columbus and Pittsburgh, Kyle Dubas is just not going to sit around waiting for something to happen. He's not going to just wait for his team to finish near the bottom of the standings, wait for the deadline tradeaways pending UFAs. I mean, the Tomasino trade, as you mentioned, was a very small one, but I think that they're looking for a young defenseman if they can find one. They're trying to truly retool, rebuild, whatever we call it, on the fly. And I think that they're a very motivated buyer at this point in time.
Chris, I just want to cycle back to the Rangers for a moment. Capo Caco resurfacing recently, and that's, after Jacob Trouba and Chris Kreider were kind of mentioned there. And you mentioned where they are right now, losers of 4 straight, kind of still sitting in their 25 points. But how hot is it? I mean, is this just saber rattling or is this really kind of going to materialize? Because we can mention the Pittsburghs and the Columbuses, but where the Rangers are at and where you kind of think of them, and to have 3 names now mentioned outright, what degree of seriousness are we kind of looking at here?
I do think there is an element of saber rattling that even just having these names out there, obviously sending a memo around that you probably know with reasonable assumption is going to get leaked at some point. And you're dangling your captain, Jacob Trouba, Chris Kreider, longest serving member of the organization. I mean, when you're floating those names, I think there's some shock value there, right? If you're in management, you're hoping that gets the dressing room going, but it's just not a good place right now. I mean, that nobody feels comfortable around that team. Something looks off. I mean, they have quality players up and down their lineup. I mean, they won the President's Trophy last year. They're in the Eastern Conference Final. And they're not in a terrible spot in the standings, all things considered, but it just feels like something does need to happen. And I think, especially because you haven't maybe gotten the response you want after all that goes public, they've lost 2 more games, since the first reports about Kreider and Trouba being available. I think at some point now, you almost look up and you're like, okay, it's on you, Chris Drury. I mean, you have to make a move. The names are out there. The team's not responding to that happening in a positive direction. And so, I don't think they're trading 3 or 4 players, but the fact that they're saying, here's a shopping list, who do you want? Let's make a deal. I do think there's a lot of pressure on management to at least, move somebody to not just have this all be smoke and fire, and then the team on the ice is disintegrating in front of your eyes.
NHL insider Chris Johnston with us on the Nielsen Show this morning. The segment brought to you by Pro-Am Sports. Of course, you can text us anytime in the Paris Truthers inbox at 780-218-9999. The Edmonton Oilers get Utah tonight, the first game of a 3-game road trip that will take them to Colorado and also Vegas. So not an easy trip by any stretch of the imagination. What are early returns like in Utah, both on and off the ice so far for that organization?
Off the ice, it's been a smash success. I mean, there's no problem selling tickets. The biggest problem they have is keeping jerseys in stock to sell to people because those are just flying off the shelves. I think they had the single greatest day. So, from a business standpoint, it's great. For people I know that I spoke to around that organization, that living in that city has been great. They feel like they've been treated tremendously well. Keep in mind, a lot of people that are part of that team or that organization worked a long time under Alex Morello in Arizona. Arizona is a beautiful place in the world to live. That was not a great place to work a lot of days. And that team, the Coyotes were what they were because of the way they were run at the very top level. I'm talking above management. And so getting somewhere where that's the vibes are better, that's helped. But, on the ice, reality has hit in a little bit here too, because they lost 2 of their top 3 defensemen in Dursey and Marino. And, in Marino's case, before he even played a game, in Dursey's case, he played 3 or 4 at the start of the season, and then he left the lineup. And they still are the Coyotes on the ice in the sense that they're a team, certainly with some nice young players. They've had a lot of draft picks in the last number of years, but they're missing some quality and quantity there. And so they're not quite ready to take the step. I don't think that, some had hoped for them. Maybe early in the year, I was wondering, could they be a playoff team? Like I kind of saw them on the bubble. But that isn't quite the case at this point. But they've beaten some good teams. It's not going to be an easy game for the Oilers, but they're not world beaters just yet in Utah.
Yeah, Dylan Guenther, he was on our Reed Wilkins show yesterday afternoon. He's got 20 points in 22 games. Clayton Keller, always consistent. He's got 20 points in 22 games. And Logan Cooley's got 17 points in 22 games. So at least for the organization, it's nice to see Cooley and Guenther, the guys that you were planning on building on, actually having good seasons. Like that might be the most important thing on the ice this year for this group, isn't it?
100%. Because, the last 3-4 years in Arizona were about getting to this point. I mean, never mind the move. They very explicitly sold off players or even took on terrible contracts to add more draft picks. They at one point, they had more draft picks than I've seen any one team own. And so obviously they made some of those picks. They traded some too. I think the Sergachev trade has paid off in the short term anyway. He's logged a lot of minutes for them. Yeah. Exactly. And he's been steady. So, they're not just, it's not just a draft and develop thing. I mean, they always had in mind that they would be aggressive with trading some of those picks. But you're right. If those players don't pan out, then the last 5-6 years of what you were doing, what was the point? And so, they may not have the bona fide number one stud superstar young player, but they have a lot of really, really good young players. And so, it's the next phase will be tough for them. They've got to sort of take the step that the Ottawas, the Buffaloes, a lot of teams that have amassed young talent are trying to take. But, I think they've actually been pretty well run. And they've got a real chance now with an ownership group that's serious about competing.
We are less than a week away from the Four Nations rosters being announced. And I watched, I guess it was Budden and Mike Johnson, MJ. They did a consensus sort of Canadian roster. No Hyman, no Skinner. Bouchard was on it. We've been talking all week, obviously, with the Oilers not playing. It's given us a lot of time to dive into this. We've been talking all week. Like at the end of the playoffs last year, it almost seemed like Hyman, Skinner, Bouchard, McDavid would all be locks for this team. Obviously, with the start to the year, that's not going to be the case. Do you think Bouchard's the only other Oiler joining McDavid on this team? I'm not even sure Bouchard. We've talked about it with Noodles on Wednesday and talked about, McCarr's going to be your power play quarterback. So can you find guys who are better on a second and third pair than Bouchard? Possibly. Is McDavid solo on this from the Oilers, or do you think Bouchard makes it?
Man, I still think Hyman gets in there, but maybe I'm. Yeah, well, here's the thing. Like, I know part of the conversation that's happening at the management level is they're looking for guys that can do more than just have 100-point seasons. Obviously, they appreciate the players they have that do that, but they're looking for some variety in the roster. And I feel like Hyman ticks 2 boxes. I mean, he's a forechecker. You can put him on a line, obviously, and he can do some of the dirty work with players that are going to be Hall of Famers that he's going to be playing with. Obviously, he scored a ton of goals himself last year. I mean, I'm not saying he's a lock, but every projection I've had to do and everything I've thought is that he'd be there. Bouchard for me is tough just because of the Makar factor. Between Makar, he's already on the roster officially, but I think Pietrangelo is going to be there still. They're looking for different players, different skill sets. And, the guy that seems to have jumped up, he plays a different side of the ice, but Travis Sanheim seems to kind of entered the conversation because he can be a penalty killer and soak up some different minutes. So, if I had to say what I believe it'll be, I think it's going to be McDavid and Hyman both there. And that's probably it from Edmonton. But I don't want to go against Noodles either. These are good teammates of mine at TSN.
Noodles had Marc-Andre Fleury on the roster. He took some heat. I think Fleury could be a number 3 guy. I thought the interesting debate that came up yesterday around here was, if you're building this roster right now and there's a 13th forward spot, would you rather see Zach Hyman as your 13th forward that you could put wherever if need be in the lineup, or a Connor Bedard who you're hoping to be a big piece of maybe of the 2026 team? How do they manage that for Team Canada? Because you want to lead this roster towards the Olympics, right?
Yeah, I'd be very surprised if Bedard's on this team. Yeah. I just think you haven't seen enough this season. You're going to leave off. You're going to leave off some players having tremendous years that are more established than Bedard. I mean, someone like, Mark Scheifele, I think could be an on or off. And you look at the season he's having, the Jets are having. I don't think Bedard's pushed his way in the conversation. Remember, Sidney Crosby was left off as a 19-year-old of Team Canada. I think it was a mistake. So I don't know if the lesson there should be, hey, you should do it again. But, way back, in what became a 100-point rookie year, they left Sidney Crosby off the team. I don't think it's the worst thing for Bedard. Maybe it's a carrot a little dangled in front of him because, by no means am I saying if he misses the 4 Nations that he's not in the mix, for Italy, because a year at his age could be night and day in terms of what he is on the ice. But, at this point, I'm of the mind you'd go with Hyman in that, if that's the either or, just because, you're trying to win it and you're trying to send the best team. And I don't think it's, there's a little motivation there for the guys that don't make it because they do get another crack at a best on best a year down the road.
Chris, your goaltenders are set too then, or has that changed at all over the last little while? I mean,
well, I was planning on getting a bottle of Johnny Walker and a dartboard to figure that one out, but
pretty much,
it does sound like they're going to go with Jordan Binnington and Aiden Hill. 2 guys I can understand the thinking with. They both won Stanley Cups behind really, really good teams, and I think the idea is Team Canada's looking at this. You don't need a goalie that steals you a game in this environment. Like Team Canada should play almost near perfect in front of these guys just because of the quality of players they have. You just need them you can't let in the bad goal essentially. So, at least with those players you've seen them come through and win the big one. I don't know what they do at the 3rd spot, honestly. I mean, there's a case for Logan Thompson in Washington. He's had a great start. Cam Talbot honestly might be playing the best of all the Canadian goaltenders this year, but I don't know if just with his age, if they opt to go with someone a little younger who's maybe more likely to be part of things, in 2026, it's a tough call, but I think pretty confidently it's Binnington and Hill, and then the 3rd goalie, who knows? I actually don't mind the Fleury call. Honestly, I think your 3rd goalie being a bit of a vibes guy is probably a good idea. And who doesn't feel better? You just see Marc-Andre Fleury and something inside you warms up. I mean, I think he'd be a great choice, quite honestly.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. It's the 3rd guy. They're going to play a max of 4 games. Like, you're not going to play all 3 goalies.
Doesn't do that for you. Hey?
Well, if eligible, we'll see what happens there. Chris, we appreciate the time, man. Thanks a lot, and have a great weekend.
Good stuff. I plan on watching the Bozone now until I see you next week.
All right, see you later there. I like the Bozone live bump that we're providing today.
Not? It's great viewing.
Yeah, somebody else texted in and said, where can I watch this? I think it's
Wild TV.
Yeah, Telus 396.
Oh, yeah.
I had to Google it myself last night.
You are a hardcore. Hey?
It was my first time tuning in. And it was, the drama as you're watching these deer, not knowing that their death is upon them, walking through the trees is quite something.
So you didn't catch the season premiere where Tom hosts the round table.
Oh, I wish.
They're all sitting around a fire. And he's right in the middle.
No, and he's in the fire.
And he Kind of.
That would be funny, actually. I like that. No, I missed that one, but I mean, I'm going to be watching all the. I guess it's over now. I think that was the last one, maybe. But
3 episodes.
I think that was the last one, but I missed.
I got them all PVR'd. Come over to mine. We'll have a night.
You know what? We should.
Yeah.
That would be a lot of fun. I think that would be a real good time. All right, let's get into. Let's build a little EST parlay here for the game tonight. Edmonton Oilers finally back on the ice. Busy night in the National Hockey League after going dark yesterday, because everybody bows out to the National Football League on American Thanksgiving.
Well, look, when you're going up against Giants and Cowboys, and
the NHL definitely couldn't have had a game against
that,
Giants and Cowboys.
That
yesterday.
Wisconsin market.
All right, what do we like? What do we like at this hockey game tonight? Oilers are minus 159 on the money line to win this hockey game. I know they've been inconsistent, but if we're building in the EST parlay tonight, I'm putting the Oilers money line on it. So let's just start there. Connor McDavid to score a goal, plus 108. Draisaitl, plus 112. And then it drops off. Nuge, plus 275. Jeff Skinner still has the fourth best odds to score for this team right now, plus 315. Don't really necessarily love anything there. Let's look at player points. McDavid over 1.5 points, minus 104. Draisaitl, plus 130. Player assists. What's the Bouchard assist at? You can't even get McDavid and Draisaitl assists. It's just too likely. Bouchard assist, minus 163. Trev, you like Bouchard to have an assist tonight?
Don't mind that.
What about a point? Bouchard point?
Bouchard point?
Well,
if we're going off the board, I don't know if we want to go that route.
Well, you know what? Convince me.
I don't know. I'm liking it is a week ago almost, but Kasperi Kapanen. I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts on that?
I don't even know if we can get him.
A potential goal.
I can't put a potential Kapanen goal into.
Okay.
You know what? If he happens now, people are like,
if he's in the top 6, I just him and Connor. I don't know. They had a little bit of chemistry. He knows where to go. He's a smart player. He found the open ice a lot in that game, and there's a few looks that he had. I don't know.
Okay, let's do this.
That is my thought process, but don't go with it.
Well, look, that doesn't need to be in a parlay because it's plus 480 on its own.
Oh,
the parlay is probably going to come in at a lower number than Kapanen just to score. So if you like Kapanen to score, just bet it on your own. Plus 480.
He's coming off the Taylor Hall bump.
Yeah, I mean, this guy, big time Taylor Hall
fire
with a hat trick. All right, so Trev is picking Kapanen to score tonight at plus 480.
I like it.
We got Oilers money line, Bouchard point, Draisaitl goal, plus 112. Guy's been on fire.
Yeah, I like that. I think that's safe.
Let's just see what that. So that would be plus 418 before the. That's a good number before a bump. All right, so Bouchard point, Draisaitl goal, Oilers to win, plus 418. We'll get it boosted. It'll be in the exclusives page over at coolbet.com when Jake gets to that bad boy. It might be up by the end of the show. Definitely be up by the lock shop. And that's not a tough one tonight. That's a good number. Bouchard point, Draisaitl goal, Oilers to win, over 4-1 on your return. All right, boys, it's time. It's time. We are about to give away a trip to Los Angeles. Quinn Phillips says, I'm riding with you guys on the parlay. God, I love that I've turned Quinn into a sports betting degen. It's terrific. It's the ESC Flyway to Los Angeles. We have a name. We're going to call it, and we will see if they pick up.
Pick up.
We're going to do it all live right here. It's a trip to Los Angeles.
Pick up.
We are looking at Rams, Cardinals.
Rental car.
Accommodations. Hotel. Intuit Dome with the Clippers and the Warriors. And then Edmonton taking on either Los Angeles or Anaheim. Trev, let's see here. Do we got the phone line?
Let's make the call.
Let's make the call.
Pick up the phone.
This is going to be good. This person better pick up. If they don't pick up, I mean, some people say they might never, ever get over it.
I'm nervous right now.
Big Maple's in and says, congrats, Candace. Candace is the one who qualified a bunch of times, right?
Yeah.
All right, Trev, are you ready to make the call?
I'm ready.
Okay, you know what? My blood's pumping, boys.
Yep.
The ESC Flyway to LA presented to you by 780. LT, wearing that E-Town swag right now. You got to like that.
Did it for the day. Yeah, you can get shirts, and the material is just so nice. Bones wants us to go down to the outlet one and just hang out there. I think that's a great idea.
Hit that food court. I love going to new food courts at malls and checking them out.
Double your fun.
Hit that $780 there. They're in 5 different locations. The airport mall is one of them. St. Albert, Southgate, Londonderry, and Kingsway. And check out their website, 780. It's the word 780.com. Trev, let's make the call.
Let's do it. Here goes nothing.
All right, here we go.
We're making the call. Remember, if he doesn't pick up, you got to leave a message.
Here we go. Oh, boy. Pick up.
Hello?
Hi, is Chris there?
Oh my gosh.
Yes! Yes! Congratulations, buddy. You're going to Los Angeles.
This is unbelievable.
It is unbelievable. You're right. You're going to get to go to the new Intuit Dome and see the Clippers and Warriors. You're going to get to go see the Rams take on the Cardinals, and Edmonton versus Los Angeles or Anaheim to be determined. It's flights. It's accommodations. It's all brought to you by the 780. What say you, Chris?
Oh my, well, I'm going to have to let my wife know. I was going to take Damon Bunting because he's such a great, amazing guy, but I think I'm going to have to go with the wife on this one.
So what is your wife going to say when you go to her and say, I've won us a trip to Los Angeles by listening to Edmonton Sports Talk?
Well, if she's not converted to an EST junkie, she will be now.
She's got to be.
And taking her over Bunting.
I mean, that guy's a really, really nice gentleman.
Exactly.
That's pretty impressive. All right, Chris. Well, Awanik will be in touch with all of the details, buddy, but congratulations. You are the winner of the EST Flyway to LA.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. You guys are amazing.
Awesome. Have a good weekend, man, and let us know how the trip is.
Thank you.
That's incredible.
He must really love his wife, eh? Like that's over Bunting? Are you kidding me?
I mean,
that's some cachet.
That is some cachet.
Ernie says, draw again. Timber Woodsman says, screw you, Chris.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Look, this is what it is. We can only pick one. Congrats
he sounded
to
like a
qualifying.
nice guy.
Oh, he was loving it. One ring. Half a ring.
He knew what was up.
Yeah.
Like that guy was sitting next to his
worthy
phone.
winner.
Good for him.
Yeah.
My goodness. Do we know when that guy qualified?
Let me
October something. Early October. He was in
That's
early.
right. October 4th. Just looking at it right now. October 4th.
Which you're a little concerned.
Wow, that was right away.
You know, later on down the line.
Right at the beginning.
A week into it.
Yeah. Wow. You know what? Qualify all along the way.
Mm-hmm.
You never know when it's going to be your lucky day. God. Can you imagine being that guy right now and you just won this trip? I can't even. What's the best thing you guys have ever won?
I won some camping equipment when I was young. I think 10 years old from an insurance place.
And that's the first thing that jumps right off the page for you.
It's the only thing I've ever won.
I'm trying to think.
A couple sleeping bags and
I don't know if I've ever won anything. Tammy won the 50-50 at a Golden Bears game one time. It was like $320. I won on a scratch ticket one year when I was a child. I got a scratch ticket for like Easter or something, and I won $100. And at the time, I think I was like 10 or 11. That was huge. I mean, outside of betting on sports and winning money, I don't think I've ever really won anything that cool. I was
going to say, you couldn't even legally collect on that puppy. I don't think.
Mom and Dad had to do it. And of course, I only got $25 of it.
They get a cut, eh?
Trev, what's the best thing you ever won?
Best thing, hockey tournament when I was a youngin', the loony stick. Do you guys have? Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. There's loonies on a stick, and then they call it the loony stick.
Yeah, so I won that. I won an Oilers jersey at a bar.
Oh, that's nice.
Right before I moved to Edmonton, which was just unbelievable. I was on cloud nine that night. And then I guess the VLT, I put in $20 and I won $1,300 once.
Whoa!
That was like the first time I ever.
Holy smokes!
It was like my second spin, so that was pretty cool.
That's awesome, actually.
Yeah.
All right, what's the best thing you've ever won? Text us 780-218-9999 or hit us up in the nasty chat. Let's see here. T. Wilson says, I won $700 from a radio station because the first two people didn't pick up the phone. God, I love that.
Normology won an Esty, he says. That's what comes to his mind.
Yeah, well, of course. Normology. Good job, buddy. What a beauty. Rod Z says $100,000 is the best thing I won off a crossword scratch ticket. $100K off a scratch ticket? Holy smokes. Congratulations. 100K off a scratch ticket. I didn't even know you could win 100K off a scratch ticket. That must be why people spend hundreds of dollars on them every single day. All right. Congratulations to Chris, the winner for the EST Flyaway. And huge shout out to Adore and his team over at 780 for hopping on as a presenting sponsor of that over the last couple of months. If you're looking for Christmas shopping, you're like, you don't know what to get somebody? Why not something that represents their city? I mean, it's just too easy. SEVEN80.com and check them out. 5 locations: Southgate, Londonderry, Kingsway, St. Albert, and the Outlet Mall out by the airport.
KD says, lame. The Christmas trip I promised my wife is ruined. He had it all planned. It's not his fault now. Eh?
Yeah. All right, coming up next, that's good for the Italian Center Shop. And Herm Edwards, the coach, coming up around 7:45 for Pro-Am Sports as well. We got one of those platters. We got platters from Italian Center. I'm going to go grab that. Well, Eric's got the update for Park
Save me an
Mazda.
olive if you can.
Oh, yeah. You can. You know what?
You can have the artichoke hearts.
You have those. I'll have the meats and cheeses. That's coming up. Let's get to the update.
American Thanksgiving Day tripleheader last night ended with the Dolphins falling in Green Bay 30-17 to the Packers. Miami fell to 5-7. The Pack improved to 9-3. Earlier on in the day, the Lions picked up their 10th straight victory, 23-20 over the Bears, and the Cowboys winning for the first time at home this season. They knock off the Giants 27-20. Week 13 will continue this afternoon. It's the Chiefs hosting the Raiders. Kickoff at 1 o'clock. Kansas City activating running back Isaiah Pacheco, who has been on the IR since week 2. Oilers back in action tonight in Utah in one of 14 games around the NHL as they open a 3-game road trip. Join Tom Gazzola live from Hudson's on Bourbon Street for the GCL Diesel pre- and post-game shows. Coverage beginning at 6 here on EST. Oil Kings also in action tonight. They'll visit the Hitmen in 4 games around the AJHL. NBA Cup group stage action resumes tonight with 10 games, including the Raptors in Miami to take on the Heat. Sports Update brought to you by the great staff at Park Mazda and dealer principal Mitch Lewicki, who is wearing Trev's jacket right now.
Hi there. If you're like me, you like to picture yourself in luxury, even though there's absolutely no way you could afford it. And if you can, well, even better. Thankfully, I picture myself in something that is luxury, but still absolutely affordable, like the all-new Mazda CX-90 from Park Mazda. With the new luxury features like facial recognition settings and quilted detail Napa leather seating, I can pretend to be comfortable with all of my proper settings activated without even touching a button, thanks to Mitch Lewicki and the great staff at Park Mazda. I like to picture Mitch Lewicki as a ninja fighting off evil samurai.
Park Mazda, your dealer for life in Sherwood Park off Y Road, parkmazda.ca.
The Nielson Show featuring Lieutenant Eric. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk.
On the Nielson Show. Thank you very much for being here. Nielson Show presented to you by South Fort Chevrolet. Coming at you from the Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen studio this morning. H.E. Pennypacker says, guys, I won an iPad by getting in an accident. I was rear-ended by a tow truck, ironically. Herber's Auto Body was where the tow truck company wanted me to go. The lady at the desk said, fill out our survey because nobody ever does it. I did it, and I won an iPad.
There you go.
That's nice. Sarah says she won a $1,400 travel gift certificate at her work Christmas party. Nathan DeWelder says, I won a BMX from Wendy's as a kid. That's not bad. Miles from St. Albert on a transit bus says, guys, I won a boat at the Hinton Mall. Then I had to buy a car to tow it.
A boat at the Hinton Mall. That's top prize right now.
This text is in, no handle on it. My wife won a year's lease on a Range Rover. That's not bad. Sheldon Not in a White Garbage Truck says, guys, I won $5,000 at a hole-in-one contest on a now non-existent radio station. I wonder who that would have been. All right, you know what? Let's make that that's good today for the Italian Center. Why not? That's good. Things you've won in life. We're winning right now. So it's the holiday season. Be a hero and roll into the Christmas party. Maddie's got that thing going down on Friday.
Engineers party.
I got to bring in one of these from the Italian Center.
Bob Hunter.
Like, how much does this feed, you know?
It's a lot of tape.
And then they gave us a bonus half mild, half hot paninos for the boys for lunch today. That's going to be terrific.
Yeah, hide it from T-Roy when he gets in here, I think.
There's 3 of them missing because my family was out last night at power skating.
There's
when
a
I had
bit of
dinner.
a gap there.
So
Hey,
I had 3 of them last night. But they're little. They're perfect. They're like 3 biters.
Chocolates in the
There's
middle, too.
chocolates in the
Hey,
middle.
Look at that.
This thing is very well wrapped.
There's a lot of tape on there, yeah.
Oh, man.
Let me assist you.
Let's get into this. There's various meats and cheeses.
You need those artichoke hearts.
I've never tried an artichoke heart.
Well, now's
I'm
the
not
time,
trying
baby.
an artichoke.
Come on.
No.
Dance Party Friday.
No.
You got
No.
beer of the week to wash it down. No.
I can't do it.
Well, you can.
How do you get
It's good
into
for you.
this?
It's healthy for you. It's great for the
It's
immune
like
system.
it's double layered here.
Yeah, there's some saran wrap on it, too.
We should have done this.
You got it,
earlier.
Dusty.
Some other tape here.
There we go. Get that tape out of there.
There's another tape here.
There you go.
How come we can't get into this?
You got it.
Just cut a hole in the top. And yeah, just fist it. Yeah.
Good, let us in.
Come on.
Let's in.
Come on. Keep it going.
This is the hardest thing ever to get into. This is extremely safe.
Which is good.
Yeah, kids could not. This is like a pill bottle. Kids couldn't get into it.
Adults.
Got it, Rick?
Child and adult proof.
There we go. Are we in now?
It's like a shrimp ring.
Now just,
Still
you
doesn't
got
open.
it.
This is us. It's what's that movie with Ben Stiller when they're Zoolander when they're trying to get into the computer. There we go.
There
I
it
did
is.
it.
There you go.
All right. Hey! Italian Center strikes again. Oh, this smells delicious. You know what's crazy?
Cheese balls, eh?
Holy, that smells good.
Yeah, man.
Yesterday when I was in there, it's always busy, but there's never huge long lines.
No, they get you through. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, what do we got here?
Let's see, a little
Let's try
prosciutto.
this. Tell us about the time that you won something. That's good.
There's the artichoke heart for you.
I'm not having an artichoke heart.
Come on.
This is a good tray though, because I just want to do meat and cheese trays, but for a lot of people, they would like artichoke hearts
Oh, God, that's a big
or olives
piece of prosciutto.
or whatever
there.
that
Prosciutto.
that is there. This is real nice. This is a huge tray, and you don't have to worry about the top falling off in your vehicle. Oh no, no chance. Come on, Trev. Come get some various meats and cheeses.
Have a cauliflower.
This is sort of the beginning for me of Christmas holiday eating season.
Yeah. Well, we said you can do whatever you want. You can eat and drink whenever you want.
This is so good.
Yeah. You like that meat, eh?
It's spicy. It's burning me up a little bit. Yeah. Come all the way over for one plain piece of cheese? Grab some meat there, buddy. This one's really good. What's this stick cheese here?
Yeah, that's what I had.
Yeah, this looks a little harder, eh? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's real
Strong.
nice.
Yeah, it's a really accent, yeah.
Wow.
One of these
Is that Parmesan? Is
This
that
is,
just a big old block of parm?
mozzarella, eh? Is that what it is?
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
How's that?
Oh, yeah.
That's
I'll get a red pepper.
That's a red pepper there.
Have an
Apple.
artichoke heart.
Try an artichoke. Have you ever had an artichoke heart? What is an artichoke heart?
It's the heart of an artichoke.
What's an artichoke?
The vegetable. Well, you get produce.
What do they look like? What's it?
Kind of like a Brussels sprout on HGH.
I'm gonna look it up right now. And then that's the middle of it.
Yeah, you can get them in a can. They come like
Oh yeah,
stewed.
yeah. I remember those.
They're not a
So then
popular
that's the
vegetable.
inside of it.
Yeah. The heart.
Cool.
The beating heart.
I did not know that. How good is this meat? Oh, you guys. And so look, you can pick up the various meats and cheeses and vegetables tray, or you can get the paninos cut into like thirds. And this is how I first tried one of these back in the day at the University of Alberta. They're so good. This is terrific. All right, 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999. Things that you won in your life, because winning things is good. This one comes in, first text ever. Hey, guys, my wife and I won the 50-50 at an Oilers game back in 2007. $28,000.
Whoa.
On a sports note, my dad won a 1981 Ford Thunderbird by scoring 3 penalty shots at Commonwealth Stadium at halftime at a Drillers game back in 1981.
That is a loaded story.
He was pumped.
Thunderbird, 81 penalty shots, Commonwealth Drillers game.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's really going back.
It's almost like a boat in Hinton Mall. I can't believe the guy won a boat from the Hinton Mall.
As someone who's only listening on the audio stream, the last few minutes have been interesting. Sounds like a great platter, though. It is a terrific platter.
Yeah, the audio doesn't do it justice. You kind of got to go over to the YouTube. You can't even smell it either, but the tray smells exquisite.
Baggio's in and says, hearing you guys eating food from the Italian Center shop. That's good.
Yeah,
That's
Tommy,
right.
Tommy No Wrench is in the nasty chat. What do you say here? Why am I listening to them eating succulent Italian meats and I'm not there? Come on in, Tommy.
Oh, Tommy.
The water's fine.
Feel free to come into work a little bit early if you want.
You can get in on this stuff. It's calling your name.
This stick of cheese is real nice.
You like that one? Yeah, that's good. It's real strong. It's a strong cheese.
It's not Parmesan, is it?
It kind of is.
I think this is Parm.
It's going along that way, yeah. Just eating a
I think
piece
this tray just has sticks of
piece
Parmesan,
of Parmesan cheese. Yeah. Goes good with the meat. Tell you that much.
If it's not Parm, I don't want it, but it's good. It's real nice.
My brother-in-law's parents won the Oilers 50-50 not once but twice. Unsigned text.
50-50 twice?
Twice. Not once, but twice.
Back in the day. Like, if you win the Oilers 50-50 twice now, you're retired.
Yeah, that'd have to have been the
Those numbers are ridiculous.
fire them all era, hey?
Sometimes I think about it. And everybody complains about ticket prices. But then, like, everybody goes to the game and spends, as a group, hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah, it's funny how that
on
happens.
50-50 tickets. Like, it always confuses me a bit. When people
Don't
are
get into the menu.
It's so expensive to go to a game. Did you buy 50-50 tickets? Yeah, how much? $160 worth. It's just like, what are you doing here? Like, now you can get a 50-50 tickets online. So it's not a fair critique. But let's be honest. You spend a lot of money on 50-50.
It's BS, though. They need to bring back the arm's length. That's the charm of buying the 50-50. I don't want to scan a barcode.
How about this one from Miranda? Morning, guys. I actually won the contest to name the Capitals baseball team here in Edmonton. It was a draw. I can't remember exactly how it worked, but it was exciting at the time. So, Miranda, you named the Capitals the Capitals? I like it.
The Prospects are having the contest on right now. You can
they are.
rename them, yep. Search them up on Twitter. They got a link. Go fill it out. Maybe you can be the next Miranda.
Guys, I won a golf trip at work. It ended up being a weekend golf trip to San Francisco. That comes from Kent in Red Deer. Here's another handle, 403 number. As a 10-year-old, I went on a streak and won a tabletop hockey game, top shelf or something like that, a 13-inch TV, and a garment bag. I haven't won a thing since. This kid's 10, wins everything, is just going to think that's how life is. And then wake up. That's not how life is. Boys, many, many years ago, I bought a few raffle tickets from a friend. A raffle ticket won me a trip to Sunshine Village for the weekend. Hotel stay, skiing at the hill, $100 worth of Domo gas, and a few other things as well. And the chance to win the big prize was just a trip to Vegas. I ended up winning that as well. That was the craziest winning for me.
Big G says, I never knew Hinton had them all and worked out there for 6 years in the 80s. A boat from the Hinton Mall.
Yeah.
All of those things combined, I don't know why I'm so hung up on that one.
Guys, when I was a kid, my dad won a trip to Disneyland for 4. The cool part was he won it by spelling supercalifragilisticexpialidocious live on air. Legendary move from a dad. Legendary move from a dad. Like, how'd you win us a trip to Disneyland, Dad? I spelt supercalifragilisticexpialidocious on the air. That's
country of origin.
That's
Yeah.
terrific. Guys, I shot from center ice at an AJHL Bobcats game and won $1,000.
That's not bad.
Baggio says, I win every morning listening to EST. Plus, I did win Text of the Day once. If winning Text of the Day is like your all-time highlight, first of all, congratulations.
Well, that's why normology with the SD, I think, is so, just nice.
You know, a listener SD is a big thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a big thing.
We don't balk at that.
All right, we've got lots to get to around the National Football League from yesterday. 3 games yesterday. We do have a game today, so we'll get into that.
Isaiah Pacheco.
As well.
Who the hell are you all of a sudden?
Pacheco's back.
Activated, baby.
I got him on IR and well, I mean, what will we expect from him? I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
Herm Edwards is brought to you by Pro-Am Sports, your locally owned sports memorabilia and apparel specialists. NFL Legends jerseys from Mitchell and Ness have been restocked with names like Moss, Dion, Manning, Ed Reed, and more. Located in Edmonton at the corner of St. Albert Trail on 128th Ave. Online at proamsports.ca. All right, let's go to the coach, Herm Edwards. Herm, happy day after Thanksgiving down in the United States. How was your day yesterday?
It was good. I spent it with family and obviously relatives. So big spread. I'm full, obviously, and I told myself I'm not eating food today. I'm not eating anything. I'm just drinking water.
That's a smart move. Now, was it a big turkey spread? What'd you guys do down there? What was the meal?
Well, it's turkey and and stuffing and sweet potatoes. I mean, we got it all. And, I demand that I get one turkey leg. So I got the turkey legs. That's important. I was like, the turkey leg, everybody's good.
I was going to ask her, what's your favorite part of the bird, but is it leg or something else you're going there?
I got to have the turkey leg. Yeah. And when you sit at the table and, you're even proper and everything is nice, you're being pleasant. And then about 2 hours later, when everybody kind of sits around, when you go back to the seconds. And, and then it really gets good.
Herm Edwards with us on the Nielson Show this morning. Look, we have to start with the first game of the day. Bears and the Lions. The Lions looked terrific in the first half. Caleb Williams got him in the mix, had a chance to at least get a field goal to send it to overtime. And Herm, I don't know if we were exaggerating today, but that was one of the worst clock management situations I think I've ever seen at the end. What happened there?
Yeah, you feel bad. You feel bad for the Lions team. Obviously, the coach, he's going to hear it all day today. I know on the worldwide leader, they're probably in full blast. I don't go in the studio until Sunday, so I won't have to beat him up a little bit on Sunday, but hopefully it's passed by then. But, yeah, I mean, with that time left on the clock, with 32 seconds, that's a lot of time. I mean, the worst-case scenario, you might kick a field goal to tie it. You still got a chance to win it. But at that point, I don't know what the communication. I don't know what happened with the communication. But when you're the head coach and you see that there's some chaos, and you just stand. Look, first of all, when you're in that situation as a head coach, you're standing next to the official. Okay, that's the first thing you do. You park yourself right by the official, and you're watching it. You're hopefully the procedure on what you're doing, how you get the play in, the quarterback knows what to do. But as soon as you see any kind of variance of, we don't know what we're doing, timeout. Tell the official, timeout. We're good. And then you bring them over and you discuss what's happening. Now you lost your timeout, but you still have a chance to win or tie the football game. And that clock just kept ticking. I'm going, am I messed up? I'm watching the game. I said, don't they have a timeout left? I said, what are you saving it for? Next week? That doesn't carry over. You got to use the thing.
Well,
so,
yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Well, it was interesting because you mentioned you could have called the timeout, or even without calling the timeout, nobody looked like they knew what was going on. As a coach in that situation, would you have not said, would they have known, should Williams have known that, okay, if this happens here, we're going with this play, we got to get it off quickly. Is that all sent in prior to that second down?
Yeah. Yeah, the series, and it's called situational football. And you go over things like this in practice, with the players. But, hey, when they're in the heat of the battle, this is why when you're in those big moments, and you as the coach, when you have timeouts, and you know the procedure, listen to your eyes. Just listen to your eyes as a coach. You're sitting there watching this, and you're going, I got to call timeout. The official's standing right next to you. I say, hey, man, timeout. And you bring them over to the sideline and let them calm down. Okay, now I don't have any timeouts left, but I'm still in good shape. I got 30 seconds left. I'm still in good shape. I'm good. I can get off at least 3 plays. Yeah. At least. So it's a shame that it got you're right. I mean, Chicago played up really tough that second half. And you're sitting there going, man, Chicago barely going to pull off a win here on Thanksgiving Day, But not so fast.
You think they're heading in the right direction, though, with Williams? I mean, he did some really good things in that half.
They got. Well, he's thinking about last week too. He played good last week. He's starting to figure it out, and the game is slowing down for him. The key to him is going to be going forward next year. What are they going to do with the Bears situation? He's had 2 coordinators already. Is the head coach going to continue to be the head coach? And if so, then you probably stick with that coordinator. If that's not the situation, and they bring in a new head coach, guess what? Now he's going to have a third coordinator. I mean, so that doesn't help him any, but I think you got to understand the person you have playing that position, when your offense is not flexible enough to suit his skill set, everyone fails.
Herm Edwards with us on the show this morning. One more from that game, and just on the other side, I'm a lifelong Lions fan. I'm not sure how I'm dealing with the success just yet this year. They've won 10 in a row. They only have one loss all season. And it was scary in the second half yesterday, but the 1-2 punch they have at running back, obviously I have an elite receiver and some other good options there. When you look at Detroit, what, if anything, are they missing? Like when you watch the Lions, you go, they're going to have to do this a little bit better if they're going to win it all.
No, I mean, they're going to face Philadelphia. That's the question you're going to ask yourself if you're a Lions fan. Okay, they have to deal with the Eagles. That's the championship game. And they're headed for a collision, as you know. I mean, what's going to happen? They're headed for a collision. I mean, those are the two best teams in the NFC side of it. I mean, I don't see anybody else, beating those two teams when they get into the playoffs. Now, the NFC, that Northern division is a pretty good division. I mean, you're going to get three teams out there. The Lions are going to win the division. Minnesota's going to get in. Green Bay, they're going to get in. I mean, you're going to have a division where the Lions, they're going to have at least 12 or more wins. Minnesota has a chance to have 10 or more wins, and Green Bay has a chance to have 10 or more wins. I mean, that's the best division in football right now.
Coach, I just wanted to fast forward to last night's game as well. Dolphins, they missed 20 tackles in their loss at Lambeau to Green Bay. Yeah. What does this loss, though, do to their playoff chances? Taking a look at their remaining schedule, I mean, they certainly could go out there and do some damage, but do you feel like this is just too little time left for them to claw their way back into a wild card position?
Well, do the math. They got 5 games left. It's a 5-game season. And all you can control what you do now. You have to hope other teams lose, right? Because if the number's 10 or 9, you got 5 games left. So do the math. Yeah. Right? You got to do the math. And everybody knows it. And you sit there and you go, you know what? We're still in this. That's what you're saying. And the players say, yeah, we're kind of still in this, guys. We got 5 wins. Now, the AFC West, you're looking at 3 teams over there, right? Kansas City with 10, Chargers with 7, Denver with 7. So you can't afford to lose any more games because those teams are going to win at least 9. You got to say at least 9. Maybe if they go, they win 10. And everyone knows it. I mean, the players know it, the coaches know it. Just look at the numbers. Say, where are we at right now? It's a 5-game season, guys. And that's what you're preaching to your team. So there's still hope, but they got to win. And you mentioned the missed tackles. I mean, that's what happens with teams that are not used to playing in the cold. They don't wrap up. It's just bad football. It's just amazing. And when you're a winter team and you have to go to Miami, like in late November, and it's 75 degrees, you're dying. You're dying on the sideline.
Well, we don't really get that opposite.
We never talk about the other side of it, but I do want, as a coach, Herm, how do you, what can you do to prepare your team for a cold weather game? How do you approach that?
Okay. If you're, first of all, most of the teams have domes now. I know when I was in Kansas City, we had an indoor facility, but what I would do, because I didn't want to go outside because the fields are so bad, and you can't move, you slip a little. So I used to open the doors.
So let that cool air in, but the turf would be okay.
The cold would come in, and it'd be cold, and the turf would be good. We can run around, but it would be cold. I wouldn't let them shut the doors. I said, hey, man, after the stretch, we'll open the doors, boys. We won't practice the next hour and a half in the cold. But we had good conditions. The field was good, and that's the problem. You don't have an indoor place. Now, an outdoor place, you got to go out there. You see guys over there, man, huddled up. They got campfires on the sideline over there. I'm like, come on, it ain't that cold. They got, it takes it. Your practice goes longer because guys are wearing 20 jackets when they're not in. They're on the sideline over there huddled up. I'm like, come on, guys. It ain't that bad.
Hard to tackle when you're wearing winter mitts. There's just nothing you could do. There's nothing you could do in that situation. Hey, Coach, we do have one game today. I mean, many people would be expecting it to be a blowout. We know what the Chiefs are. We know what they're capable of. I mean, the Raiders are 2-9, so this might even be a weird question, but does it have to get worse before it gets better in Vegas?
Well, Yeah, I mean, they're down to their third quarterback too now, right? They don't have a quarterback. I mean, it's a shame. Now, I think what happens is this. They'll play them. They'll play the Chiefs because the Chiefs are a team right now. They let people hang around, right?
They do.
All their games, they're getting a blowout games now, guys. Now, they're a better team. They should beat the Raiders. But this is one of them funky games where you're looking at it. And the Raiders beat them last year. Okay? They much rather beat the Chiefs last year. So the Raiders, they'll be competitive. They'll play hard. And if you let them hang around like the Chiefs have done in their games, they're winning. Chiefs are winning a lot of one-score games, and that's okay. They still win. But it's gone down to the final possession at times with the Chiefs, with Mahomes, for them to win. So this is the division game. The Raiders are sitting there going, look, the Chiefs are going to the playoffs. They might go to the Super Bowl. Wouldn't this be nice for an early Christmas present for us to beat these dudes?
Feel pretty good about yourself if you can pull it off. We'll let you go. You got a lot of water to drink today, and we'll be watching this weekend, Coach.
Okay, guys. I appreciate you.
There you go. That's Herm Edwards. How good is that guy? Man, me being gone for a month, being sick, that was such a treat.
Sneaking back into the kitchen, eh?
Oh, yeah. Sneaking back in. It's just, it's too good. He's outstanding. That was a lot of fun. Herm Edwards, brought to you by our partners over at Pro-Am Sports. Hey, man, it's Christmas shopping season. You're looking for Oilers stuff, NHL stuff, memorabilia. You get lost just staring at things at
the
Pro-Am.
Cooks and Elves will help you out. Hey?
The Cooks and Elves. Good day. Welcome to the Cooks and Elves.
I want them fully dressed in the garb.
You know what? For the whole month of December, both Cooks and Boys
is it asking too much?
Should be fully dressed as elves.
Yeah.
Just do it, guys.
The shoes, the hat, the
Just
whole bit.
do it. We won't laugh at you. We'll laugh with you because you too would think it's hilarious. Do you think the Raiders actually hang around the Chiefs today? Like,
look, you were concerned yesterday.
I was. I had a bad feeling.
And we were talking about, Naylor said it, these. I mean, it's a Friday game. It's a Black Friday game, 1 PM, right? So maybe a little bit of voodoo. I don't know. And Herm, correctly stating too that the Chiefs have left it till late a few of these times, but it is the Raiders, and if there's one team to kind of put all of those narratives to rest, it would be them without a quarterback. Even Gardner Minshew can't save them now.
Yeah, we'll see what happens in that game today. We'll get into it on the lock shop today at 11 o'clock. I think we're going 4-man weave today. Me, Huss, Jake, Pat, the whole crew.
Hollywood Squares.
Kind of. I would like to do a 9-man show one day.
2 more, yeah.
And man, Hollywood Squares was great. I liked that show. Who was the center square all the time? Was it Whoopi Goldberg? Was Whoopi Goldberg the center square?
The new one is because it was.
But there's a new one.
Well, that wasn't there an old one and a new one or something like that? I don't know.
But there's not one now.
No.
Yeah, there might have been an older one and then a little bit of a newer one.
SCTV did a bit of that as well.
Did they?
I can't remember, but yeah, that's a good.
I liked Hollywood Squares.
More the merrier. Hey,
I remember watching that a lot as a child. Yeah. Oh, that was a pretty good show.
Some good tilts. Cardinals, Vikings, Eagles, Ravens. We didn't get to that. Herm's Eagles taking on the Ravens. That should be a good.
That's a huge game.
Good affair, yeah.
Huge game.
And NFC West needs to get settled. So,
all right. Well, we'll dive into all that in the lock shop today, 11 o'clock, right here. We'll give you all of our best bets for the weekend. Some touchdown scores. Busy night in the National Hockey League as well. The Oilers are back in action. We did put together an EST parlay a little bit earlier on in the show today for our partners over at Coolbet. Draisaitl goal, Bouchard point, Oilers win. And I will let you know when that is up and available in the exclusives page over at Coolbet. How good is this platter, eh? Italian Center Shop. You are good.
I feel like Herm Edwards in the kitchen at midnight here.
Sneaking back in. All right, on the way next, let's play a little kind of easy trivia for Mr. Mike's. Gift certificate to Mr. Mike's Steakhouse Casual. Just sitting here waiting for you. If you would like to play today, text Trev right now, 780-218-9999, 780-218-9999 if you'd like to play kind of easy trivia today and win that gift certificate to Mr. Mike's. If you're watching right now, let's change 200 before this guy's done the update. We're 28 away. Hammer the thumbs up if you're watching over on YouTube this morning. And the race is on. Lieutenant Eric to the end of his update versus the Nasties. Try to smash 200 thumbs up. Let's find out who gets there first. It's an update for Clayburn Services, proud sponsor of Scalding Hot Takes. And, of course, this sports update right now with Lieutenant Eric.
Jordan Love tossed 2 touchdowns to Jaden Reed as the Packers would hang on to defeat the Dolphins 30-17. Miami having its 3-game win streak snapped. They fall to 5-7. The Pack keeping pace in the NFC North, improving to 9-3. Earlier in the day, the Lions would hang on to pick up their 10th straight win, 23-20 over Chicago. The Cowboys winning at home for the first time this season. They knock off the Giants 27-20. Week 13 will continue this afternoon when the Chiefs host the Raiders. Kickoff at 1 o'clock. Kansas City activating running back Isaiah Pacheco, who has been on the IR since week 2. Busy night around the NHL as action will pick back up with 14 games, one of which will see the Oilers back on the ice tonight. They're in Utah to battle the Hockey Club. Kicking off a 3-game road trip, Tom Gazzola will be live from Hudson's Bourbon Street for the GCL Diesel pre- and post-game shows. Coverage starts at 6 here on EST. Edmonton Oil Kings also back in action tonight. They'll visit the Calgary Hitmen while 4 games dot the AJHL schedule.
It's coming down to the wire. 7 likes away from 200.
The NBA Cup.
Hashtag Association City.
Group stage picks up tonight. 10 games. And they are.
Please read the entire NBA schedule.
The Knicks visit the Hornets this morning at 10. 12:30 this afternoon. Cleveland's in Atlanta to battle the Hawks. The Pelicans visit the Grizzlies from 3. Orlando on the road taking on the Nets at 5:30. Also at 5:30, the Clippers visit the Timberwolves. At 6, the Chicago Bulls host the Boston Celtics. Also at 6, the Toronto Raptors in Miami to take on the Heat. The Pistons will visit the Pacers at 6.
We did it!
And on the nightcap, OKC visit the Lakers and the Kings are in Portland to take on the Trailblazers. Good work, everyone. Take your career to the next level with Claiborne Services. They are hiring all positions, including journeyman bricklayers and apprentices of all levels. Take advantage of their outstanding mentorship program and work with peace of mind, knowing they are an industry leader in safety. Check out www.claiborneservices.com or make it easy. Call Jeff, 780-910-6728.
The Nasty Bash was awesome, so let's remember it with this song. The EST on Corey B, tattoo still looking strong. 6:30 it wasn't working, so old Smash said so long. AM Nasty C and Frazier yelling, turn your headlights on. 1, here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. Tommy met a new girl heading out the door. No homology stripping, his shirt just hit the floor. Oh my, good lord. Someone pour me birdie booze on a shot ski. Now you know Reed Wilkins was a mystery. Extra J's fans got a little pissy. Everybody at the bash was a nasty. Everybody at the bash was a nasty. Everybody at the bash was a nasty. 6 o'clockers right and left. Let me pour it on your head. Moment we won't soon forget. Hey Norm, Fergie's backwards let us in. Made the last table again. Wrote it out till 2 a.m. Oh Lord. 1, here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. Tommy met a new girl heading out the door. No homology stripping, his shirt just hit the floor. Oh my, good lord. Someone pour me birdie booze on a shot ski. Now you know Reed Wilkins was a mystery. Extra J's fans got a little pissy. Everybody at the bash was a nasty. Everybody at the bash was a nasty. Everybody at the bash was a nasty.
I'm already excited for next year's Nasty Bash. Trev, you had to leave town this year for the Nasty Bash. You didn't get the full feeling of it.
Changing 200. Yeah, I was like there for 30 minutes, an hour.
You should have stayed till 2 a.m.
That final table was...
I know.
That was
the final
great.
table is always a scene.
It was an eclectic collection of people.
Yeah. Like some people are still hammered. Some of us are tired, but like still feeling pretty good. It's just some people are there just to say they've done it 3 years in a row, 2 years in a row.
Some
next year
people
will be
won't
three.
leave as much as we want them to.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Yeah, next year I'll be on the final table.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yes, 100%.
A bold statement from a young man.
Not bold. I'll be. I like staying up. I like seeing how the night goes. I want to be there at the.
You want to be there.
I've heard so many stories. I've got FOMO.
You know, I'm going to do that thing this year where when we start in the new year, I'm going to sit down with everybody one-on-one and say, what are your goals for the upcoming season? And then Trev can say, I want to be at the final table with Nasty Bash. That's a big one. That's a pretty good one. All right, here's the third hour of the show for you. Trev's getting somebody for Kind of Easy Trivia right now. We're cruising now. Man, you going into the NBA full... That was great.
Lucky for us, we're 10 games on the sked.
Yeah.
We just hit it. I mean, that was
Look, we're smashing 300 today. It's that simple. If
It's
you're
a
watching
300.
right now and you haven't hammered it, thumbs up. We're having a 300 like show. Let's just do it. Let's just, like, I don't even want to have to talk about it again. Let's just do it. Here's what we've done today. We got these trays.
We hit 300 heats in artichoke heart.
No chance. If we hit 500 likes, I will try an artichoke heart. But we're not going to hit 500 likes because I don't think
You heard it.
I don't think the numbers will
You
work.
heard it.
If we hit 500 likes, I'll try an artichoke heart on the show. But we're not going to hit 500 likes.
Baby.
I don't
Time
think
to
you
open
can do
some
it.
accounts.
I don't think you can do it. But we're going to hit 300. And that's going to be terrific, too. If we hit 300, I'll have another piece of that delicious cheese.
Did you hear that,
over there.
Trev? 500 likes and he eats an artichoke heart. I think we can do it.
We're not going to
Come on.
No, we're not going to get to 500 likes.
Nasties, you know what to do.
No, we're
We've
not
hit
gonna-
1,000
we're not-
before. This is
Yes.
easily
Yeah, but that
doable.
was during the
of that.
playoffs
Easily
when
doable.
like 600-700 people
yeah.
were watching at one time.
You don't give them enough credit, I don't
Don't
think.
doubt the nasties. The
No.
power of the
Exactly.
nasties.
I don't think there will be
He's
enough
doubting you.
fresh bodies
He's doubting
rolling
you.
through
That's rude,
to hit it. We're at 231 right now. We'd have to have 269 the rest of the way in 53 minutes to hit 500, and I'll try an artichoke. It's not going to happen.
Don't doubt the power of the nasties.
I think like logistically it's impossible.
No, it's not. Nothing's impossible.
You're starting to sweat.
HR Daddy has texted me and says, cover that tray back up and put trays always back into the fridge.
It's a good call. Yeah,
Calm down.
He's
This is going to be a stat. Well, you know what?
Calm down.
We should. Yeah, I guess we probably should. Because
Settle
we
down,
could dabble
Daddy.
in this like Monday too. But
I'm
the
still
sandwiches, yeah, we're not done yet. The sandwiches are for
You're
the
not
boys
done yet.
for lunch.
Well, those hearts aren't gonna eat themselves.
No chance.
Well, there's a chance.
Although I will say this, I'm a little bit nervous.
You should have. Why'd you do 5? You should have said like 10,000. You should.
Because I don't think we can get
number.
Look, here's the bottom line for Edmonton sports fans. I don't think we can get a 500 like show unless the Oilers are in the playoffs.
They're back. They've been off for a week. That should get you all randy.
No, don't think so. Pretty confident that we won't get there.
Eat me,
I
Dusty.
really
Yeah.
do not want to try one of those artichoke hearts.
Oh, I know.
Oh, baby. We got Kind of Easy Trivia coming up. 3 questions too many. The Fan Zone. We'll go there. The GCL Diesel Orange and Blue Breakfast. And then we will have to move the trays for Sobeys Safeway Liquor Beer of the Week. Matt from Village Brewery down in Calgary is going to be in. Would you like a piece of cheese or an artichoke heart?
Or an
Matt?
olive with his beer.
Yeah.
Rusty Shackelford says just went on YouTube to click a like.
Appreciate
that. Appreciate.
Wait
no.
a second.
You've sounded the war horns.
I forgot about all the people listening on TuneIn and iHeart could very easily slide over.
Oh, you're
and hit the thumbs up.
You've stepped in one.
Uh-oh.
Let the games begin.
Oh, we're already at 271. Guys, I'm not feeling very well. I think I got to go home. I think I'm sick again. All right, Trev, who's playing Kind of Easy Trivia for Mr. Mike's?
Justin of Belgody.
Justin of Belgody. All right, Nielson Show brought to you by South Fort Chevrolet. Drive a little, save a lot. Go have some artichoke hearts with Daniel and his team. They got Silverado 1500s on the best discounts you'll find anywhere in the Edmonton area. If you're going to buy a truck today, go do it at South Fort Chev. You will save more money than anywhere else. Simple as that. Bottom line, southfortchev.com.
Paul had to pull over to swap to YouTube to get my like in. Good job, Paul.
We don't need to be doing things
That's
like
the
that.
call.
It's just the natural progression of how it would usually be. I'm going to be very angry if we hit. I'll be the first time ever we hit 500 likes, and I'm like, I'm so pissed right now.
You'll hate that heart.
Marco says, guys, I stopped my shower and logged into YouTube just to smash the like button so I can watch Dusty eat an artichoke heart. I may also share on social media. Jason says the guys that went from iHeart to YouTube just to hit the like. Oh yeah, our YouTube views are going up like crazy right now. Man, where's Nathan when I need him to shut down the tune in and iHeart feed?
Shut it down.
I'm gonna message Nathan right now.
That was a quick 100 right there, Dusty. Look at this.
Changing 100.
Your Uncle
200
Leo.
away.
No,
Never.
Turn it off. Turn it off.
You can never doubt the nasties.
I still don't think we get there, but let's not mention it anymore for the rest of the show.
Jordy Mac has 6 accounts.
What a weird little creep. All right, sorry, who's playing kind of easy trivia? Did you already tell me this?
Justin.
Oh yeah, Justin of Balgoni.
Of Balgoni.
All right, trying to win a gift certificate to Mr. Mike's Steakhouse Casual, where you can go and try the patatas bravas with the Fiesta Fusion. It's their new Mexican and Spanish-inspired features. Fusion Feast platter, chili lime ribeye, feature drinks, the patatas bravas, and more. $1 from every feature sold will nourish a hungry child through a local breakfast program as well, which is amazing. Mr. Mike's, good dudes, bottom line, eat local, enjoy casually. You know, I'm going to be pissed off if we hit 500 because I'm going to eat an artichoke heart, we can't just get 500 every other day because it's a good show.
That's
that's
people have seen you squirm.
Yeah. Well, I'm 343. What?
You'll be washing the beer down with it, Aaron.
43 I think we've ever gone.
43. I might be eating an artichoke heart by 4:30.
I can tell you will be. I know you will be.
That's just oh my God, you guys.
Lishy, boys, just created YouTube accounts for my daughters just to give a couple extra likes. Kurt on a grader, I stopped my dog walk, took my gloves off in the cold to switch over to YouTube and pound the thumbs up.
Oh no!
Gotta love it.
No!
The bell has been rang.
Oh my God. Well, my dad did say we should put these back in the fridge. So maybe we'll just put it back in the fridge, eh?
Well, yeah, until the time comes where you don't want to eat
Nobody
a warm
wants to eat a
artichoke.
warm artichoke.
No. You want it nice and chilled.
Oh man, I opened up my big mouth and this is gonna backfire the worst of ways. All right, let's play trivia.
He's breathing.
You got the ticker. Poor Justin of Balgoni is dealing with my panic attack right now. I'm totally forgetting to play trivia. All right, let's go to Justin. Justin, good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you, boys?
Pretty Have you ever had an artichoke heart?
I have not had an artichoke heart.
Oh man, so you're in my books here. This is interesting. All right, here we go. Trev will start the ticker after I read the first question. Good luck, man. Need 3 out of 5. I am very confident that you will get it today, but who knows? Let's see. Who do the Edmonton Oilers play tonight?
Utah Hockey Club.
Which NBA team calls Utah home?
The Jazz.
Who is taller, Karl Malone or John Stockton?
Karl Malone.
Name one NFL team that won yesterday.
Lions.
What league does Vernon Adams Jr. play in?
The great CFL.
Yes. Yes. Zach.
6 out of 5.
No. No.
Oh my God. Damn it, Shake. Stop it.
They are going to remember that AM radio is a viable and modern source for news and entertainment.
Totally.
People don't listen to AM like they used to. Seems like it's more about FM and color TV.
That's stupid.
It sure is, Kevin.
I'm stoked. You stoked?
I'm stoked.
Just
I'm
so stoked.
You cannot come to my house. No, not today.
Cannot come to my house. No, not today.
Kind of easy trivia. Congratulations, Justin of Balgoni. Well done.
Changing 100. Changing 100.
Was that 300 and then another 100? We're changing 400 already?
It was 200 and then 2 100s.
Okay.
We're 95. We're into the double digits now.
I'm looking at. Oh wait, where are we? We're changing 400, right? That's what it was.
Yeah.
We just flipped over 170 in like 5 minutes.
I'm looking at changing 500.
I'm sick to my stomach right now.
A button that has dust on it. I've never used this button, and I would like to.
The changing 500.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, man. So how about this Friday show? We played Moni for the first time since we came back.
Yeah,
that got us going.
Trev lost his jacket.
Trev lost his jacket. People have been checking their own houses for it.
Mm-hmm.
Surveyor Brett says it's not his place.
Darn it.
Did you check your place?
Yes, I did. As a matter of fact,
it could be lost.
We gave away a trip to Los Angeles.
I'm beginning to think it might be lost.
Chris won, texted back in, said he's taking his wife, and they're
ahead of Damon Bunting.
Well, ahead of Bunting. Bunting was his number 2, and they're teachers, and it's going to be a 15th year anniversary trip.
My heart.
Are you kidding me with this guy?
Yeah, it's a made-for-TV movie.
Sounds like after that trip, we can forget anything else that was said on the show today.
I mean, where could you go from there?
The amount of people who are like nature boys, like I got 3 different. You know what I'm doing?
They're all coming out of the woodwork.
I'm taking my like away.
Are you gonna hit the thumbs down?
My thumb, yeah, one thumb
dueling
down.
thumbs here? Yeah, yeah.
I'm doing. I dislike this. There we go. I switched over.
No.
There's gonna be 1 thumbs down on the show, and it's me. All right, let's get into 3 questions too many today for the great staff at Park Mazda. Lieutenant Eric, do you have a liner for the segment?
Yes, I do. It's 3 questions too many, brought to you by the great staff at Park Mazda and Mitch Lewicki, where he just hit a like on YouTube while wearing YouTube Trev's jacket. Park Mazda, your deal for life. He's doubling it up.
Why not?
We're going to, by the end of this segment.
Whatever.
You're going to be...
I should have never doubted the amount of people listening on TuneIn and iHeart and stuff. I didn't think it would drive them. You sick puppies.
Yeah, the juice on Twitter. I once again implore you for a weekly segment, Dusty v. Vegetables.
It would drive views big time.
You should do
you think I'll be able to
stream
wrap?
it,
Can I
nice.
wrap my artichoke heart in cheese?
Oh, now we have...
no.
I don't know.
Why are you setting rules?
That wasn't part of
You
the...
don't even have a coat.
That wasn't part of the deal
Absolutely
here.
not.
We just said an artichoke heart. Not wrapped in a prosciutto.
You didn't say I couldn't have something else with it.
Yeah, but that's... Now you're just adding on.
Do we have any hard liquor in here?
At least beer of the week will be afterwards, though. You don't want to be,
Clean the palate.
You'll be refreshing
Somebody
yourself.
texted in and said it's the worst thing you can possibly consume. What?
Well, not if it's in the Italian center shop tray. Come on, it's got to be.
the rest of this tray is pretty damn delicious.
You're having the best artichoke heart money can buy here.
Well, you know what? It will be the best artichoke heart I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
From Italian Center.
So, yeah, we're under 50 away here?
Whatever.
448.
Do you have a Twitter
It's
account?
a breeze. I do, where I just tweeted, if we hit 500 likes on YouTube today, Dustin Nielson before
cool.
Steve Artichoke heart.
Awesome.
I've got the link up there as well, at Lieutenant_Eric.
Man, what is going on around here today? Awanik texted the group and said, anyone like anything from Timmy's? I'm on my way in.
That's...
Maddie?
Who are you and what have you done with Maddie?
Is offering up Tim's orders today? Joelle's thumbs downing in solidarity as well. No, look, we don't want to have, we never have a thumbs down on the show. So
I do like you leading the
I'm going to move
charge,
I'm going to move mine back over. I hate seeing that thumbs down. I'm back. 451, 49 away, whatever. Let's go. Question number 1. Do you guys think a Mark Killam hire as head coach of the Double E, if it happens, would be viewed as risky or wise around the Canadian Football League?
Wise is a strong word. Risky for sure. There's always a bit of risk. I'd love to see who the coordinators would be.
I tweeted that last night.
Because that's the real... If you're going to give a coach, a special teams coach who's... I still think the amount of interviews he's done, he's just so good at interviewing for the head coaching job.
Yeah.
At this point, he's wow in the room, right? Because he's had so much practice. But what are we looking at? You bring in a Maximic and J.C. Sherritt or something.
I'd be kind of excited about
hypothetically,
that. Yeah.
Right? And again, J.C. Sherritt, you're bringing him back. He's part of the old guard. It's kind of
the guys who have played for Killam have been speaking very highly of him online.
Yeah, and I think we spoke yesterday.
Maver wrote that article for 3 Down, and he said he's a leader of men.
And I think the stink of that organization right now, you saw Brent Munson with the appointment in Toronto. I think you've seen in the past his special teams units being one of, if not the best in the league year on year. So, yeah, he's got connections here, Golden Bear, all that stuff. And it's nice, too, I think, for, you got to get a chance somewhere. Mm-hmm. And it's nice to see new blood enter into the head coaching realm in the league. It's always nice in a 9-team league to see new faces and fresh faces. So, yeah, it's risky. The degree of risk, The
latest is he's just a front runner. It's not confirmed.
Exactly.
He's
Jerry's Jackson interviews today.
That's right.
With the what's the for real. Again, he brings in the boombox and slams it on the. How does he not get the job if you're doing that? But, yeah, risky. What was the other word that
wise?
Wise. Wise. I don't know if it'd be wise. It's never wise to give the job to, but it could end up being wise with this calculated risk.
Question number 2: 6 points up for grabs on the road trip. How many do the Oilers come home with?
3.
Yeah, well, who was it that said beat Utah, lose to Colorado in overtime, and then lose to Vegas?
It really could
feels like
set
that type
up
of
that
trip.
way. Of all scenarios, that one's a...
I'll be positive. I'll say they come home with 4 points.
Okay.
Trev, what do you think? 6 points
They
up for
beat
grabs.
Colorado in overtime.
They beat Colorado in overtime.
I'm going with 4.
4 as well. A positive boy,
They
even though he doesn't have a jacket.
Win tonight. They will beat Colorado. They're going to lose to Vegas.
Question number 3. If you guys could pick up one item today that was 70% off somewhere, what item would you want to see that be? Obviously, I know Trev's answer.
Curling shoes.
Jacket.
I mean, obviously.
No, it's not a jacket.
Curling shoes.
I need a new pair.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you going to be curling?
If you're
one?
listening.
Or are we just talking the fun
we got the fun spiel going on, the media spiel as well. I plan to get. I like to be a ringer in my wife's work league, so I hate wearing the slider. It's lame.
So you can get a shoe that slides?
You get shoes with a built-in slider, and then you got the cover.
Oh,
the rubber
you cover
cover
on top of
that
it. Okay.
Yeah. It's just more comforted.
That's nice.
Yeah.
So that'd be great if you could get 70% off of that.
Very boring answer, but that's the only thing I need for Christmas.
You know what I think I would like on a 70% deal is a computer.
Like a desktop
computer. No. Like this, this one's been a little wonky lately.
Yeah.
I've been pressing my luck like the old game. Remember that old game, Press Your Luck? There you go. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies. And then you'd hit it.
Press your luck.
That would like a fun
squares
game.
And press your luck.
I'd like to play that. I should probably get ahead of it with a new computer. And if I can get a new computer 70% off, that'd be a sweet deal.
17 likes away. Maybe a new TV as well. We could all. We need
actually,
a studio
what?
TV, right? Like that's.
Maybe I'll go buy a TV.
Today would be the day, right?
Today would be the day to go buy a TV.
Actually, I know. Talk to me after the show.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Right down the road? That guy? It could work.
It will work.
I think, yeah.
Guaranteed.
I think they got car starters there. My wife's teaching right now. She won't hear this. I'm getting her a car starter for Christmas.
Love it.
Yeah. She really wants one to, start her car from a distance. Yeah, we got to get rid of this TV because that's not going to connect to any internet. And we'll get a new TV.
Like to throw it off the roof, hey? Kind of. That's what you do with it.
Reed Wilkins show today.
Yeah,
Reed, who's been doing incredible physical feats, will throw a TV off the roof. Victor, standing down below, will catch it and use it for years.
It's not like eating an artichoke.
Zach's TV.
Yeah. Just
my TV.
My TV.
I would like an Xbox Series X.
Yes. I have one of those. It's awesome.
It is awesome.
I haven't played in 8 months, but it's good.
And the new Chell game, which I've not been able to play, which came out almost 2 months ago.
Chell.
Why can't you play it?
Chell. It's not on the old series, the Xbox One S. It's not on that. They discontinued it. They want to push players, users. I know. It is kind of annoying.
Bush.
So I've been playing the old game, and I haven't played the new game yet, which is, frustrating. So I want to get the new. That's probably would be up there.
That would be pretty cool, actually.
10 more.
10 more, baby.
9 more.
9 more. Let's go.
Every time you refresh, it goes down.
I said 750.
No, you didn't. Not even close.
All right, well, let's get into the fan zone while we're at it then, I guess. For fans first.
The fan zone.
If you want tickets to the big show, tickets to the Oilers all season. They're on a 3-game road trip.
I want you yelling fan zone while you're eating the artichoke card.
No, I definitely. I might be yelling something that starts with an F, but it won't be fan zone. Buy fans, for fans, no fees. Get tickets for all your Oilers games. Cheaper than everywhere else. It's nice to be able to tell somebody you're going to get a better price on something right there. What is this? Southport Chevrolet?
Yeah.
www.fansfirst.ca.
We're all just.
I know we're all just waiting. Delaying the inevitable.
Turn over right now. Tough to stay focused.
It is tough to. It is tough to stay focused.
I think we're gonna have another one of these spicy meats because I can.
Trev, don't even say anything.
4 away.
Why are you two guys taking so much pleasure in this? Well, I can see. I don't like trying new things.
We didn't step in it though.
This is
you were here. You were in the room.
I saw you say it.
You didn't need to say
You
it.
doubted the nasties.
Spot on, Trev.
3 away. Oh,
get the artichoke ready there, LT.
Take your pick. You got a couple there you can pick from.
Gord says, when you skip a month of work with a cough, you get the wrath of the nasties.
Well, and they're good for you. Very good for the immune system.
I actually read it helps with the cough.
It does, yeah. It's natural.
Oh, shut up.
No, I seriously just read that.
No, you did not read that. You a hilarious lie. But fan zone, fans first. What do you expect from the Oilers versus the Coyotes tonight? This is a conversation.
Coyotes, you said
Did I say Coyotes? Versus the Utah Hockey Club tonight.
2 artichoke.
This is a conversation that we have to stay focused on for the rest of the show. And there's nothing else that can possibly interrupt the fan zone right now. Guys, there's nothing else. We're trying to talk about the Oilers tonight against the Utah Hockey Club.
Hey, Dusty.
Changing 500.
Oh!
500.
That's what it sounds like.
All right.
Music to my ears.
Have your pick. There's a few you can choose from.
Just a second. I'm contemplating whether I should pretend to be a goat and pass out and fall over. What'd you guys do if I just fainted right now?
We can wait this out. We'll wait this
I
out.
wouldn't mind seeing that just cuz, but then we'd wake you up with the artichoke by your nose. Smell it.
Oh, man. This was
stalling only makes it worse. You might as well just get
This
it
was
over
not
with.
a bit. I legitimately didn't think we'd get there. And that's why I did not want to try one of these things. I know. It's first of all, can I make a comment here?
Yeah, just have your piece. Yeah.
Why aren't all of you smashing the thumbs up every day? Artichoke harder, no. Yeah. Now we know.
It's a good point.
Now we know you're there.
People went to the limit again. Hopping out of the shower, taking off the mitts, walking the dog. One guy was on Pornhub. And he got off of it to go into YouTube.
Well, you know what? If we're beating porn, then I guess I got to have an artichoke.
They're doing it for you, man.
Gord says, I feel bad for Dusty. I mean, I'm happy for the show, but that is going to suck.
Well, it's
Penner's Pancake says, this is where YouTube pays off huge.
Yeah, you chew it, you swallow it.
Yes, this isn't just a swallow. Chew it.
Well, I'm not going to swallow a whole artichoke. What are you talking about? I'm going to swallow a whole artichoke?
I don't know. People cheat.
That's choke.
You've seen that.
Big Maple says, Dusty says we can't get to 500 without the Oilers playing well. 500 plus nasties. Hold my beer.
Mike from Calgary, make sure it's the plumpy and greasiest one you can find.
Yeah. See, so I don't even know. Like, is this going to be soft?
The texture.
Or is it like, I don't even know what
Never
to
tried
expect.
But you're going to tell us right now.
Oh my God.
A couple there.
I'm going to be, oh.
Fan zone.
You
touched it.
No, I'm not touching that one. No, I'll throw that out. I'm not having one that big. Are you kidding me?
What are we doing here? You're bastardizing.
We got artichoke hearts laying all over the.
We'll have to get Zach to pick that up later.
Move that olive for me. Have that olive. You like that olive? I want to get a look at what's underneath there. This is a very tough call. Because that artichoke heart is going down underneath. It's going underneath. It can still be very long.
Oh, so you could pull it out.
That's the thing.
It'll be like an old root veg. The longer you wait, it's just you got to get it down the hatch, man. It's
you could have already been done it by now, Dusty.
Yeah. We'd be moving on.
Just grab it. Make sure you're on camera.
Artichoke heart.
You have to sit back.
Oh my!
Don't smell. Don't sniff it. Eat the damn thing.
I'm kind of gonna zoom in on your face here.
I don't have a lot of film left.
I'm gonna puke. All right, here we go. Artichoke heart for the first time in my life.
500 likes. Chew it. Chew it. Chew it. Chew. Don't spit it. No.
Just give me a sec.
What's going on here?
This is gross.
Well,
no, it's not.
It's good for your
I
health.
might puke.
Great for the immune system.
Your face is red.
Oh.
Chew.
I'll allow it, I guess.
Chew.
I don't like this eye contact you're giving me.
Keep chewing.
Dusty, come on, Nasty. He needs our help.
Grind, chew.
Dusty.
Swallow.
Out of me, Dusty.
Swallow it.
We're getting her now.
Let's go, baby.
We're getting her now. All right.
It's all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Say.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That was the nasties right there.
Still chewing. Open that mouth. Well, let's.
One
You got
sec.
it. Yeah. We need proof.
Oh man, that first bite was gross.
Was it oily? Can you describe to the viewers
can't.
and listeners? It's very chewy. Eh? Ah.
Out of me.
Oh,
Aha.
Well done.
boys, I got it.
So, how was it?
Might have been the toughest thing I ever had to do in my entire life.
Yeah. Well, you took it all. Yeah. Now get
me
get
some
a cheese chaser. Yeah,
oh my
yeah.
God. All right, there you go. I'll do another one if we hit 2,000 likes.
Half an hour.
My eyes are watering, boys. Like,
Yeah. Spency 5 cents says, wash it down with a panini.
oh no, I'm gonna wash it down with some beer.
Yeah.
Village Brewery in Calgary. They're gonna join us around about 10, 12 minutes.
You've earned it.
Yeah, I have earned a beer.
You
Thank
have.
you.
You have.
Oh man.
Hey, you're a man of your word.
Whew, man, that Dusty Tries New Things segment might go over really well, actually.
Well,
I've already done artichoke hearts, so I don't need to do those again ever in my life. All right, on the way next. We got an update.
It's still GCL, that,
GCL Diesel Orange and Blue Breakfast. That is on the way next. Don't go anywhere. Sobeys Safeway Liquor Beer of the Week, the wrap for William Huff. And if you've never tried an artichoke heart, I'd probably suggest passing on it, but whatever. I mean,
the AI YouTube summary right now. Viewers are reacting to an ongoing scene of someone eating an artichoke on stream. They are expressing excitement, disgust, and amusement.
Where's that? Where do you see that?
If you get, some people got the.
Yeah. Did they tweet it at you?
Text in. That one guy. He's got it in there. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Let's get to an update. I have a champion. Sit and sleep. The boys will be live there today. They'll be live there today. Reed Wilkins Show, live from Sit and Sleep all afternoon. Take an artichoke heart to the boys. See what they think.
Week 13 of the NFL continues this afternoon at 1 o'clock when the Chiefs host the Raiders. Kansas City activating running back Isaiah Pacheco off the IR. He's been on there since week 2. Yesterday, it was the Lions with their 10th straight win, 23-20 over the Bears. The Cowboys winning at home for the first time this season. They knock off the Giants 27-20. And on the Thursday nighter, Green Bay would hang on to defeat Miami 30-17. Miami fell to 5-7. The Packers now 9-3. Oilers back on the ice tonight in Utah on one of 14 games around the NHL. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip for the Oilers. You can join Tom Gazzola. He'll be live at Hudson's Bourbon Street and has your GCL Diesel pre- and post-game shows coverage beginning at 6 here on EST. Oil Kings also back on the ice tonight. They're in Calgary to battle the Hitmen, while 4 games are around the AJHL. NBA Cup group stage action resumes tonight with 10 games, including the Raptors in Miami, to take on the Heat. Black Friday savings are on now at Sit and Sleep. Today until Sunday, all Canadian-made custom sofas, sectionals, and bedrooms are all on sale. Save up to 50% off select floor samples, 20% off home accents, and more. Plus, make no payment till 2026 interest-free. Also, make any purchase over $9.99 this week and receive free local white glove delivery with full setup and installation. Don't miss the massive Black Friday furniture and mattress sale event on now at Sit and Sleep, South Edmonton Common, next to Planet Fitness.
I think we're gonna be glad. I think it's today, yeah. Connor Brown scored last night. His dragon is slain. He's finally off the schneid. He's finally off the schneid. Connor Brown's off of the schneid. It's about fucking time. He's had chances galore, 2-1s and breakaways, yeah. But he could never score, even strength of power play. He's finally off the schneid. He's finally off the schneid. Connor Brown's off of the schneid. It's about fucking time. Got to play McDavid line. You should have scored once, you should have scored twice by now. And got to play alongside Drive. How could he not score? How did he not score? How? He's played on every line, but he's best on PK. Yeah. He could never find the twine till he found his last game. He's finally off the schneid. He's finally off the schneid. Connor Brown's off of the schneid. It's about fucking time. It's about fucking time.
8:34 on the Nielson Show. Thank you very much for being here today. Nielson Show brought to you by South Fort Chevrolet. Drive a little, save a lot. Go see Daniel's Dream Team. Great Black Friday pricing out there today. And drive a little, save a lot. I had the summary pop up when I reloaded the page, the summary of the chat. And it was even better than the last one.
Oh, beauty.
People are congratulating on trying it and making humorous comments about
hilarity
that
ensues.
AI chat summary is kind of funny, actually. All right.
Oh, yeah, here it is. Viewers are praising Dusty for trying new foods and encouraging him to continue. They're also making humorous comments about his reactions to the food.
AI chat summary is, I'm very scared of AI in general.
Yeah.
But if all of AI could be like YouTube chat summaries, I'm here for it, man. I got time.
Yeah.
I got time. Dash over on the Nasty Chat says, Esty for best moment with an artichoke goes to...
Oh, alone in your field.
I hope nobody surpasses me on that
It's a
one.
long year.
Yeah. Me trying that could be in the mix for a moment, I'll tell you that. Yeah. Epiphany says, I can see Dusty having to do this every year, only with a different food. Once a year, I could probably do once a year, try something new. Trev was thinking maybe even more often, but
quarterly.
I got to tell you guys, I did not enjoy that. And whatever. I'm going to wash it down with some beer here in a second. Let's get to your GCL Diesel orange and blue breakfast as the Oilers finally back in action. This has been a ridiculous time for a break. Very frustrating, actually, to see the Oilers not play over a 5-day stretch. Good news is we get a look at Utah tonight, so we'll see how that works out. The orange and blue breakfast brought to you by our partners at GCL Diesel. Of course, the GCL Diesel pre- and post-game show going down tonight as well.
Bourbon Street. Friday.
Yeah, Tommy will be Hudson's on Bourbon Street. You're going to very much enjoy that tonight. So make sure you go down and see Tommy Gazzola. All right, GCL Diesel Orange and Blue Breakfast. Lieutenant Eric, we're going to get to our projected lineups. We'll find out who's not playing tonight. Podium Physiotherapy injury report is coming up as well. We'll have Eric's key to a victory and my game day prediction as well. Let's take a look at some projected line combinations for tonight. The Edmonton Oilers, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, McDavid and Kasperi Kapanen, Draisaitl, Connor Brown, and Podkolzin, Henrik Skinner, and Matthias Janmark, Drake Caggiula, who was, as expected, called back up yesterday with Derek Ryan and Corey Perry, Ekholm and Bush, Nurse. I'll probably see him with Kulak a little bit, I would think. Stetcher and Emerson will also be in the mix on the back end. As for Utah, the hockey club, who I've called the Coyotes at least once, if not twice today. Barrett Hayton with Nick Schmaltz and Clayton Keller. Logan Cooley, Dylan Gunther. Gunther was on Reed's show yesterday on the Reed Wilkins show. Good chat. If you want to go back and listen to that. Cooley between Gunther and McBain. Future and former Edmonton Oilers Nick Bjugstad. Wouldn't he be a pickup at the deadline, eh? Between Lawson Krause and Matthias Michelli. Stenlund and Kerfoot with Garconi, and then Sergachev, who's playing like over 26 minutes a night. Huge addition for them. Sergachev with Ole Mata, Ian Cole and Lamoureux, Kesselring and Bortuzzo. Let's get to your injury report. Podium Physiotherapy injury report. Knee pain from a nagging ACL injury, hip or shoulder pain slowing you down, back pain after a long day of work. Got you covered, whether it's a sports injury, post-op recovery, or the wear and tear of everyday life. Their expert team is here to get you back on track. Podium Physiotherapy, NHL caliber treatment for the everyday individual. Book now at podiumphysiotherapy.com. What do you got?
That's what I got. That's
yeah.
That's that line. Kane, Arvidsson, Hyman for the Oilers. Very elementary there. You mentioned Bortuzzo. He's listed as day-to-day, so we'll see if we see him tonight. Connor Ingram as well, goaltender, and Dursey. And former Oilers draft pick, John Marino.
Yeah, Marino.
Also on the IR.
Now, you know when you say, like, Kane, Hyman, Arvidsson, like, should we maybe be a little bit easier on these guys if they lose? I mean, that's pretty significant. I know they haven't had Kane all year.
It goes from
eventually get Kane back, but
it's excuse to reason, right? Like, you're not making excuses for this team. They should be finding ways to win. You should have a management team building a roster. But yes, when you have three players such as those last names out, that could be a reason for not being lights out. Sure.
If you, yeah, I mean, they've got Kapanen and Connor Brown playing in their top six right now.
Because Hyman was lighting it up before he.
Well, I mean, they're struggling anyway. But Trev, where do you come out on this?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, to start the season, Kane was out, and that was the only one injured. But you did have Arvidsson, you did have Hyman in, and they were kind of mediocre then. So I'm not giving them any justification.
And it gives your boy Kapanen some time to.
Yep, he'll be in the top 6 tonight with a goal.
You
do love that guy.
I love it. Yeah,
you do love that guy.
I really liked his game the other.
Yeah.
The other night. Oh no, a week ago.
Yeah, a week ago.
If I remember correctly, he was okay.
He moves well.
Moves well. Smart player. Good shot. He finds the open ice. That's what I noticed. That was my big key takeaway.
That's a sign of a guy who has offensive instincts, but it just hasn't really clicked just yet, right? It's clicked at times, I guess, for him. But yeah, I think that's an interesting one. All right, Lieutenant Eric, your key to a victory tonight.
30 points for Draisaitl, 28 for McDavid. Your third highest point getter on the Oilers is Matthias Janmark with 1 goal and 9 assists. The big dogs eat tonight.
Got to be the big boys
It's
again.
got to be the big boys. When you look at Utah as well, it's kind of the same, but a little more spread out. Clayton Keller, Dylan Gunther, who was on the Reed Wilkins show yesterday. Gunther, 10 goals, 10 assists for 20 this season. You neutralize one of those guys, and McDavid and Draisaitl get going tonight. That's what this seems like an easy, boring answer, but that's what this team is right now. It's those top 2 and then the rest. So maybe if somebody else wants to join the party tonight, a la Kasperi Kapanen, that would add to it. But I see Draisaitl and McDavid. Look, it's the first taste that Utah get of the 2 best players in the world. Expect them to put on a show.
Game day prediction. Penalty kill streak continues.
Yes, Utah 22nd in both PK and PP, I think, coming into this one. So
I'll say the penalty kill continues to roll for the Edmonton Oilers. Tommy Gazzola will have the GCL Diesel pregame show tonight from Hudson's. Be busy.
He'll
being at
seat
the
you as
mall.
well.
Yeah, he'll be sitting right there. He loves when people come in and say, "Hey, can I sit here?"
A table
Tommy
for 3.
loves doing that. He loves doing that. So that's a positive, I guess. We'll see if that. We'll see if that actually works for you. This is GCL Diesel Orange and Blue Breakfast. All right, beer of the week. Let's dive.
Let's just make sure we have. I'll put these in the fridge.
Okay. Yep.
You got the
Trev,
mic.
you get the mic
I'll wheel
set up.
in 2 chairs.
I'll play the song.
Troy's
2
here.
chairs.
I think there's 2 people.
Is there 2?
Only one will be.
Only one's coming on.
Perfect.
Thanks. So
1 chair.
You got the jingle?
No, do you have the jingle?
Yes.
Okay, you play the jingle. Actually, I might have the jingle. Let me see. Oh, nope, I got beer leaks on. No, you play the jingle.
Okay.
Eric's on the meats. Put that right there for now. I can't eat after the artichoke.
Artichoke.
And let's do it. Safeway Liquor Beer of the Week. Right here on the Nielson Show, the wrap for William Huff still to come. Village Brewery out of Calgary. Jackson with us today, stepping in. Let's just move that a little bit closer to you. And how you doing, man?
Pretty good. How about you?
We're doing all right.
Excellent.
Let me just crank that up a little bit more. All right, so tell me a little bit about your background with Village.
Yeah, so I'm the marketing director at Village Brewery, so I've been working there for quite a long time, and been kind of seeing the thing grow as the industry grows and as the company grows.
How long has Village been around for?
2011.
Oh, wow, that's a pretty good run.
Yeah, we're coming up on 13 years.
Yeah, we talked to a lot of brewers who've been around like 4 or 5 years, started right before COVID. Obviously, it was tough. Pretty established then already.
Yeah, we had a big boom kind of around that time. So yeah, we were there was a lot around Alberta in the time still, like 7 or so before we started. But yeah, we're one of the earlier ones for sure.
All right, excellent. All right, what do we got to try here? You got 3 different beers today?
Yeah, so we got our new world's best variety pack here. So we're going to open this up and try a couple of these. So there's 3 beers in here. The
world's best variety pack. That's bold.
That's
I like
right.
that statement.
Well, so the idea behind this pack is so all 3 of these beers have actually won the world's best award in their respective categories.
Come on.
Yeah. So
it's not just a clever name. It's actually
that's right,
Mandelbaum from Seinfeld. Here.
Mandelbaum.
World's greatest.
That's right. So we got the Wit and the Blacksmith one in 2024, and then the Best Run Amber Lager one in 2023. So
no way.
We
Congratulations.
packaged them all up. Yeah. Thanks very much. And then this is our kind of our special offering to be able to sample all 3 of those beers.
Excellent. I like the smaller cans still too.
Yeah.
Usually, it's so many people are going to our beers, a bigger can. This is good. I like this.
Totally. Yeah.
All right. Which one do you want to start with?
Yeah. So maybe we'll start with the white wheat ale, the Wit here. So this is one of our original beers. So it was the 3rd beer we ever launched in 2011. Actually, 2012. But yeah, white wheat ale, unfiltered, kind of super nice and easy drinking. There's some coriander and some orange peel in there, so you got a little bit of citrus.
Okay.
I'm gonna pour them out.
Yeah, just pour like a little bit in there.
Bit in each.
Yeah, Trev, you got your glasses kicking around? Yes, sir. Get over here, buddy, and have a little sip of this.
We got a couple different cans too, so if we need.
Yeah, we'll get into a few different. Yeah, I guess we have some more if we run a little bit low.
Thank you very much.
Smells delicious. Smells real nice. We're gonna have a gift certificate to Sobeys Safeway Liquor to give away.
The whole can.
A little bit later on after the segment as well. So, what's your website?
Villagebrewery.com.
Villagebrewery.com.
Yeah.
All right, excellent, perfect.
Yeah.
All right, well, cheers. Let's cheers to.
Guys.
Have you ever had an artichoke heart in your life?
I don't think so. No, I saw it earlier.
It's in the fridge of you. I don't know. Hey, you never will. I promise.
Artichoke hearts.
Here's to trying new things. You know?
Yeah.
Cheers. So 4.5% unfiltered. Like I said, there's some orange and coriander in there, a little bit of citrus, and kind of a nice smooth ale.
Yeah, no, that's delicious. I mean, that is. Yeah, that's really good. I don't know how. I mean, the other ones, I can see why I would win an award for best in the world. Let's just say that.
No, for sure.
This is this is a really good beer.
Yeah, so it officially won the American Wheat Ale, best in the world. And so the way that the award shows work is every country submits a bunch of beers in each style category, and then they'll do like a gold, silver, bronze for each country, and then the gold winners from each country go into like a finals, which would be like the world.
It's nice at this time of the day. I find like some of them fit different times of day, but this is really good to have at 8:47. Yeah.
Great point. Yeah,
it is a good breakfast.
It's a good breakfast beer.
All right, what else do we got here? And who does all the design?
So we got a company in town that helps us out there. Yeah, a couple contractors that do all the design there.
What's this Live for the Clink? Am I missing something here too?
Yeah,
What's
so
going
one
on?
of the big things with Village, when we started, it was a lot of like we were all about the beer and the product, but then there was a lot of sort of what can we do in the community to support and to kind of showcase people and individuals and that sort of thing. So that's what this campaign is it's really the people that make up the Village. That's kind of what we're all about. We always say, we use beer as kind of a tool to gather people around, whether that's arts or
that's what it should be.
Or music. So,
yeah, it's a social thing.
Yeah, so this is our way of kind of showcasing some of those people and some of the things they're doing.
Sweet.
Here's a text that came in. It says, guys, big fan of Village. My old employer had Village taps in our lounge at the office.
Nice.
That's pretty cool,
that's
actually.
A good way to do it.
Yeah, that's really good.
Ideas here. Yeah.
Just slide it a little bit closer to the mic, man, and then I can bring it down a bit here, and then we might not have a little bit of a buzz. All right, let's get the second one in here.
So the next one here, this is called the Best Run Amber Lager. This is kind of like our après ski beer. We launched it as a seasonal, like really small batch in 2023. Sent it off to the award show. We were super excited about the beer. And then when it came back with the win, we were over the moon. It was just kind of crazy, especially with this kind of style, because this is something that, there's beers coming in from all over Europe and things like that for these award shows.
Yeah, you're not talking about like in Alberta. Like you're talking.
Yeah, this is the world. So when you think of a category like an amber, it won sort of the Amber Keller style category. You're thinking like there's some really heavy hitting beers.
Yeah, it's a big kind of what you say weight class. I guess.
That's right. Yeah, international weight class. So.
What's on the can? That's a map of something. Hey, a ski run, or what are we looking at
we
there?
were doing there. So best run is what it's called, and we were, like I said, we were kind of going for the après ski sort of vibe to it. So you got a little bit of a ski map there with a couple different runs.
Anything specific, or is it just like your own made up? Okay, I see. Interesting.
All right, pour that one out for us.
let's
Here.
get this one going.
Let's take a look. Trev, get that glass back over here, buddy. Ooh, look at that.
That's a rich color.
Yeah. Look at this.
World's greatest, I'd say.
More.
Here we go. Have a little bit more, Trev. Maybe you'll find your jacket. Trev here lost his jacket. He can't find it.
Yeah.
Happened yesterday.
It might be at his house, but we don't know.
Yeah. He said he might have misplaced it. All right. Cheers
to the jacket.
Cheers to finding that jacket, Trev. Hey, cheers to your jacket, buddy.
Thank you. I agree. Cheers.
So this one, like I said, amber lager, 5.2%. There's a little bit of like chocolate malt and stuff like that.
Okay,
So
I was just going to ask about that.
Yeah, so it's a little darker than you might think of when you think of an amber.
Yeah, because I was going to ask you. I was like, it's like, to me, the dark beers. Eric's more of a dark beer guy than me, but to me, anytime I have sort of dark beer, I'm always like, ooh, it's a little stouty. But like, it tastes like a darker beer than I was expecting.
Yeah. I think that's the thing with this one is the other
pleasant
thing is,
surprise for me.
Yeah, okay, that's good to hear. It's also a lager, so when you think of ambers, you're usually thinking of ales. So we did this a little differently, where different yeast is used. It's fermented for a little bit longer, so it's a little cleaner. Like it's a bit of a kind of smoother finish than you might get with an ale. But yeah, so the chocolate and then that sort of smoothness is kind of what's going on.
Nice for the season and the snow and the. It's just a warm taste.
Absolutely, yeah. It
Good
works
as well.
for that.
All right, and then what's the third one here?
So this last one here, this is kind of our flagship beer at Village Brewery. So this is the Village Blacksmith. It's an Alberta Black Ale is what we call it.
Wow.
So it won the style category for American Brown style, which is a pretty broad kind of spectrum of beers. So that's kind of why it won that one. But this guy here really, Blacksmith is kind of is our darkest beer.
Holy
sure.
smokes.
I'm loving these.
That is dark.
Totally.
Come here, Trev.
Oh, baby.
Maybe you'll find your jacket. Man, that is a dark beer.
That's what I'm talking about.
So this one, Alberta Black Ale, so it's all Alberta malt in there. It's got some roasted malt, which is what's giving you that big black character. It's 5.4% alc. But the thing we always talk about at the brewery is, when you see a beer that's that dark, you kind of think it's heavy, it's sort of that, but it really isn't. It drinks really smooth. We have some ales, like our blonde ale is another really popular one. This almost drinks in the same sort of style as that. So it's fairly light for what you're looking at.
You've gone to a point where
I'm excited
really can't
to
put
try
you
this
off.
now.
You know what I mean? Like you got to kind of give it a try and give it a taste just because it's dark and it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be.
You're disgusting. Tom Gazzola just came over and ate an artichoke heart like it was nothing.
Not a boy. Redbeard
that
says
must be why you host a hunting show.
Blacksmith in my top 10. Redbeard says.
Really?
And Redbeard knows his.
Knows his beers.
Knows his beer. Well, this is good. Well, okay, yeah.
All right. Well, hey, cheers to
the Bozone.
To Bozone Live. Everybody's eating artichoke hearts now. Like, oh, what's this? A humble brag around the office now? All right. Cheers to Bozone Live. That's Tommy's hunting show. Okay, yeah, this is different.
It's different.
This is different than. So I was going to ask you, as an award-winning company, like how do you said there's different beers, like different style. Like how does somebody judge? Like, do they just taste it and go, "I love it. It's my favorite. It wins." Is that I know. I feel like I'm simplifying.
Do they spit it out? Is it one of those?
No,
like,
I don't think.
It's
Well,
one
I don't know.
like,
That's a good question because I know they do a lot. So you
that is
never
a good-
know.
well, that's the wine thing. Don't they do that with the wine?
It's the
Like,
wine thing. I don't think they spit it out for beer. I think they like to drink it. But it's blind taste. Like they full on put them into categories. They have a big list of criteria and things that I don't even know about, but they really hit every.
So just straight up blind taste.
And categories.
I was just wondering if there was you had to submit how it's made and all that type of stuff.
Well, there would be an international kind of per style, sort of here's the guidelines or here's the true to style things that you'd be looking for in the category. So that's what they would be measuring against is how'd you hit those sort of things. But yeah, that's kind of how they do it.
Excellent. All right. Well, 3 terrific beers, the world's best mixed 6-pack. These are 3 worldwide award-winning beers. You can get that at Sobeys and Safeway Liquor. It's on special this week.
Exactly. Yeah, we're launching it with Sobeys this week. We're super excited about it.
And you are, what's the address?
5012 A Street, Southeast, so we're down in Calgary.
Okay, so if anybody's down in Calgary, say that again. 5,000.
5012 A Street, so we're down in
Looks
the
like
Highfield industrial area.
an award-winning food menu as well that you got there, hey?
Yeah, we got a tap room there in the space. We got a full food menu. There's 16 tap lines. We got an event space down there. So yeah.
And villagebrewery.com.
That's right.
Excellent. All right, man. Thanks a lot for coming in. We'll let you slide out.
Thank you very
We're
much.
gonna wrap up the show.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate
This one's really neat. As Eric's more of the dark beer guy, but this doesn't hit me like as dark as I think it should. It's
Can't trust the old eye anymore.
that's how you wash down an artichoke heart. Do people eat other parts of the artichoke?
Like the kidneys and the...
I don't know. I mean, that's what I'm wondering. Also, these are nice hats.
I know, yeah.
These are real nice hats. And we got shirts and everything.
Good swag.
Great swag.
God, nice swag.
Very nice.
Thanks to Village Brewery.
10 out of 10.
Look at this.
World's greatest swag.
What a
eh?
day. The fun continues.
That's a nice shirt.
Right here and only here on Edmonton Sports Talk. All right, let's get into the wrap for William Huff. If you want your place to look as good as ours, get it done with Bruce and the Dream Team over at William Huff. They've been doing it since 1952. They have a website. They didn't have a website when they started. Obviously, it was in 1952. So
they had a printing press.
They had a printing press probably, and they printed out everything you'd find on a website, including the URL. All right, what did we learn on the show today, boys?
Matt Eberflus is still employed, apparently.
Well, I mean, for now.
Well, I don't know. He should
fire that idiot.
Should have happened last night before supper. I mean, you would think.
He's got nudes. He's got nudes of somebody higher up. That's the only thing I can think of.
Chris is off to LA.
That was the big one. Great call, too. If you missed it on YouTube, dial it back. Just scroll back to about 7:25.
First ring.
Chris was fired up. He was waiting. It was terrific. He and his teacher wife, they're both teachers. They're going to finally get away on a trip. Look at the Godfather showing people around the office, eh? No matter how many times you come here, I will not hire you.
And this is where we come to sit and drink the beer.
Yeah, this is where I stand out here and laugh at everybody.
Damn questions on the damn tour.
Fergie's prostate over the chat says, guys, any jackets in that swag? No.
Oh.
No, here's the other thing that I learned today.
Trev lost his jacket.
Well, we learned that earlier.
Is it at home, though?
We didn't really talk about that much on the show today, though. So
No.
I believe it's at my home.
But you lost it, though.
This is still correct. I think I lost it.
I love small Trev corner cam.
I know a lot of people.
I think that's how it should always be.
Yeah. A lot of people they call it post stamp Trev.
Yeah, post stamp Trev.
So I think
you're a little bit off center, but we can fix that.
I think you should be on the Popeyes Louis Kitchen Studio
Yeah, the
TV.
I was sitting there all the time. That'd be kind of funny.
Yeah.
But I'll find my jacket. The thing that I learned was, we got 500 likes just sitting out there every single day. And
At least.
we doubled our likes today because I ate a stupid artichoke heart.
If you would have said...
It's not stupid.
If you would have said 700...
We would have hit it.
Think of it. Because that was quick. By the end of the show, we would have...
I think if we still... Because that was done by 5:30.
Exactly.
If we had another 3 hours or another 30 minutes for a ridiculous food thing, I think we would have hit 700 easy. Crazy to me. Hangout's coming up.
And they're eating artichokes like it's going out of style over there.
Yeah, the Hangout's coming up.
It's candy.
Matt's going to kill a man on the Hangout today if we get to 1,000 likes. So hammer the thumbs up. Sound of the day today. We don't need to fully get into it, but we did this today.
Yes.
That is a hell of a thing for you to say to me. How do?
Shoot 'em down, turn around, come on, Moni.
Skin that smoke wagon and see what happens.
It was fun. It was fun today to bring back a little Moni Moni.
Flowing, right?
Yeah, that goes back to the old days on Dance
right?
Party Friday. We decided to mix it in, and we'll see what the response is. All right, text of the day today. Tons of good texts as we worked our way through the show today.
H.E. Pennypacker?
Yeah, I think I'm going back. H.E. Pennypacker I've got written down on my short list 3 times.
Wow.
So there's got to be
Banner
something from
day,
H.E. Pennypacker. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, this is probably my favorite one. Matt Eberflus playing kind of easy trivia today. Dusty, name one NFL team who played last night. Eberflus, 27 seconds later. Honolulu. Just no idea of anything that's going on. H.E. Pennypacker, congratulations, buddy. You win text of the day today for A&W.
He's getting that big unk.
Go get yourself a big unk.
Big unk.
Buddy, mama, big unk. mushroom mozzarella burgers. They're back. Mushroomy, mozzarella-y goodness. And the best part about it, there's no artichoke hearts on any of these mushroom mozzarella burgers. So that's nice. All right, what are we watching tonight, boys? What do you got on the go?
Well, it's got to be the NHL here.
Oilers and Utah.
Oilers and the Utah hockey clubs. Also today, a little college football. Oregon State Beavs, Boise State Broncos, number 11. Deion Sanders, Colorado Buffs, taking on the Oklahoma State Cowboys as well. Mississippi State and Ole Miss. Georgia Tech and Georgia. So I'm going to be on the college football slate this weekend as well, and the Chiefs and Raiders this afternoon for your viewing pleasure.
We got a 6:45 hockey practice tonight.
Okay.
And I'm not able to go on the ice yet because as soon as I start doing anything physically, I start coughing.
Your
and
hockey
hacking
team
like
or
crazy.
your...
No, I don't play hockey anymore. I don't know time. But Marshall has a practice tonight, so
ODR this weekend.
I'll go.
ODR.
I'm going to lay down the boards this weekend, get everything up this weekend.
Yeah.
Decorated for Christmas this weekend. It's going to be a great little weekend. All right, that's going to do it for
Maybe
us
a
today.
visit from Santa too.
We can only hope. All right, Trev, good luck with your jacket, man. I really hope you have a jacket when you come back in on Monday.
I will find my jacket. I know it's not lost.
Did you
it's in
check
my
your
house.
car?
Yes, I checked my car. I checked every place in my house. I don't know where it is.
Let me know if you want another jacket that's hilariously too big for you. I'll bring one in.
Okay.
Yeah. You can wear Marshalls. I'll get you one of Marshall's jackets. You can share.
That'd be good. But I'll find my jacket. You'll see it later on Twitter. Trust me.
You might not, though, if you lost it.
No. I found it.
You found it already?
No, I'm going to find it.
Well, you give this guy another beverage from Village Brewery. Eh? All right, that's going to do it for the Nielsen Show today. Hangout's coming up. I'll be back with the Lock Shop at 11. Oil Stream today as well. Busy day. Go see Reed and Jay. They're at Sit and Sleep from 3 to 6 this afternoon down in South. I was in South Edmonton Common yesterday, actually. That's it. That's the story. I was down there
okay,
yesterday.
yeah.
That was it.
And go pick up a platter from the Italian Center shop.
Oh, my goodness.
Hey?
Those meats and cheeses are terrific. And I don't know if you knew this, but
artichokes.
there's artichoke hearts on there. All right, that's going to do it for us. I'll talk to you on the Lock Shop. Take it easy.